Dan, very nice to meet
Sophie.
you. Sophie.
Ryan.
Ryan.
Mary.
Mary. I love the handshake.
Haley.
Haley, very nice to meet you guys. Are you guys from Philadelphia?
I'm
No.
from outside
Like, yeah.
Northeast Philly, but
Outside Northeast?
yeah.
I'm from South Philly.
South Philly?
I'm from like around Westchester.
Okay.
Farmville.
Beautiful area. Bam
Oh, yeah.
Margera's around there.
Yes, I know a lot about
He's our
Bam
grandfather.
Margera.
You
Yeah.
know, he sat down at this very table and talked with us.
Did he
What do you
actually?
mean? Is it like me?
Wow.
What do you mean? Is it like?
Am I Bam?
I mean, do you skate?
I feel
just
like Bam.
no.
Did he
I
ask
just
about
feel
me?
like him and my
He
soul.
did not ask about you.
I think we're
unfortunately.
of the same grain, cut from the same grain.
Have you ever been to the castle?
Sorry.
My brother has.
Okay.
I don't rightly know where it is.
It's in Westchester.
Okay.
It's right next to a beautiful hill. Every time I go there, there's like
I
this
love
one
hills.
hill.
Maybe we'll
and
take a
it has-
trip there.
Yeah. He
I would
has
love
people
that.
skating out there all the time. If you look on our channel, his
And-
interviews on our channel.
in memorial of Bam.
No, he's
Did
still
you
alive.
know this table's where Bam died?
No, he's still alive.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Did not die at the table.
Sorry.
So what
my
brings
bad.
you guys out on a Friday night?
We're looking for some good fun before work.
This is true.
Okay. What's
Maybe-
your idea of good fun?
Almost
Getting
like
funky.
torturing ourselves, getting
Honestly,
funky.
yeah, getting funky down
Yeah.
with it.
Okay.
We're looking to
okay.
dance, and yeah, probably like psychologically torture some.
Psychologically torture
Psychologically-
yourselves or somebody else?
Everyone.
Everyone.
Ourselves.
So are you guys trolling me right now?
No,
Is this
we're psychologically torturing you.
No, yeah, there's a difference.
But I don't feel very tortured.
Oh,
Okay.
we'll get there. Don't worry.
Okay. This is
noted
just
though.
normal base level life
Yes.
torture, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's like normal. We're like
We're
being-
normal is the thing about
This is
us.
our normal.
We actually don't like torturing, but we have to.
Is there like a quota on how much you have to torture us? Is it like
Once
get
you're
hankering.
honestly,
souls?
once you're full.
full?
I
How do
get-
you get full?
I get a hankering for
It's enough!
Wait, do the victims do that or you guys do that?
it. It really all of it. You need to stop.
How long have you guys been in the torturing business?
Oh, forever
Oh,
since I was
years.
born, birth.
I've tortured since birth. Yeah.
Okay, so for the people out there that have never tortured somebody, what's your favorite kind of
Oh
way
my
to
gosh.
torture?
Ooh, that is such a good question.
Probably gnawing.
Gnawing?
I like needling.
Wait, like your teeth and needles? Like, do you
No,
guys?
you know, like.
Okay, do you guys bring around needles?
No, this
No,
is
no.
me.
Oh, like you're
And
poking
And
at
also,
people.
but there's also like needling psychologically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is something totally different.
How long did you take to like kind of understand how it's affecting your victim? Like if you walk
I
up to
don't
a
think about
stranger.
that.
Honestly,
I'm
I
an
don't really
empath.
think about it, but something
Okay.
about me is, I know it is almost immediate.
Like
Why
you're
is it
walking up and
immediate?
you're just
That
poking.
they know that they're being tortured.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I mean you're just poking somebody. Do you
It's
like
more
stalk
with-
them for a little bit and pick
I
your
love-
prey?
yes!
Wait,
Yes.
yeah.
This-
What are your questions for this interview?
Usually
Let's
they
talk
are.
about
Usually they are what you love about Philly. What brings you out on a Friday night?
Okay.
Like what would
to
you?
needle.
Right. What would you want to see changed in Philadelphia? What is
Oh.
one of your dreams and a piece of life advice? But I
I
think
think-
improv is the best
Yeah.
way to go about it. I
agree.
kind of
I-
like the vibe and like
Something
see.
My-
My
say-
no.
Oh.
My favorite thing about Philadelphia is John Miss and Wawa.
What is John Miss?
John Miss?
It's something I made up to help me cope.
With needling?
With Wawa.
Oh, okay.
It's like
Yeah.
the most wonderful time of the season. I even wrote a. I kind of took the words out of my mouth. in a way.
Honest, I feel like that says all I've ever wanted to say.
Yeah, that's what I love about Philadelphia.
That's what I love.
That
That's a
especially.
coochie breathe for real.
Hands on my knees.
So where do you guys all know each other from?
It's very
It's
complicated.
a lot. We met
And war.
Like
Let 'em
World
let 'em
War?
know, for real.
Okay, we met through our ex-boyfriends who had like a homoerotic friendship.
It's true.
So wait, your ex-boyfriends are the
They
same
loved each
person?
other.
Oh,
No,
they
oh,
loved each
oh.
other. They
Each
had like a
other.
homoerotic
But they don't know
friendship.
And that's
They
what
would
And
always
that's how
like
we
touch
met?
each other's butts and stuff.
They would.
And we met because
I met you because of you.
We met
And
at
I
a
met
carnival.
you
We met at a
because of
A
you.
pretend carnival.
A pretend carnival?
Yeah, it wasn't real. It was at Westchester
Wait, actually, I think
University.
that's where I met you,
Ramsar.
Yeah, you were there.
I was there.
Okay.
That's when you guys met. I thought you guys already knew each other before that.
No.
Oh.
No.
That's so special. I was there. I
And
didn't
then I
even know.
basically
Did you know
like
you don't know?
I captured you and I put you in my car for a really long time.
But that wasn't kidnapping, it was capture.
No, it
Yes,
was different.
captured.
Yeah,
Yes.
perfectly
I liked
legal.
it.
Yeah.
perfect-
It's all
Yeah.
about the word of
It
choice.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is.
So where is the plan to torture people tonight?
Oh, over
On the
there.
dance floor for me.
Okay.
McGillicuddy's probably.
Is that way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's that
Okay.
way.
Okay.
That's the woods.
Over
We're
there.
gonna go to the woods.
Do you know how to wall twerk?
Yeah.
Waltz work?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Is
my
there a
favorite.
difference between twerking and waltz working?
Yeah,
I'm gonna
you
say
get
no.
the wall.
Such a difference.
Yeah, wait.
Yeah.
You
Like-
just put your hands
You're
on the floor,
killing
you get
me.
up on the wall with
no
your feet.
wall twerking.
Well, that's my form of psychological torture.
Is that you
the
don't know how to
blondness,
wall
I
twerking?
just everything goes over my head.
Oh, okay.
So-
Okay.
I feel like blondness.
It's kind
it
of
would
like-
intake wall twerking almost.
No.
That's what I feel. Wait, because you love wall twerking.
It's
No,
almost
but it
like
still goes
because
over my
of
head.
that Mary has red hair that they're going to hell.
Have you ever protested this?
Protested
No.
what? Wall twerking?
Sophie knows me better than I know myself.
Sophie knows all of us better than we know ourselves.
Are you a human studier? Do you study human nature?
No.
No.
I just sorry. I just hi.
Sorry, that's like my torture.
Okay. No, I study. Stop. Stop.
Sorry.
That,
That's really my bad. I didn't mean it.
I studied the Titanic, and we have to investigate it.
Yeah. It didn't happen.
God damn, we have to.
How do we investigate it?
It's because it
Look
didn't
into
happen.
it, the details.
It didn't happen.
So who put the ship down there?
What
I
ship?
did.
You're
The
crazy.
ones
You're
that the
crazy.
Ocean
You're
Gate
crazy.
people just
You're
died.
crazy. You're
Confident
crazy.
with
You're
you.
crazy.
I just.
I'm crazy
You're
that
crazy.
there's a
what
boat
ship?
down
What
there.
ship? You're crazy. You're
Okay,
crazy.
so maybe it may not be the Titanic, but if there's a ship down there. We got pictures.
Is there?
But
Yeah,
who took
people
the
died
pictures?
going to look at it.
What?
Have you
Ocean
ever heard
Gate?
of the
You
moon
can't
landing?
die from looking at something.
I did.
No, you
Back.
can't.
Yeah.
You died?
That wasn't real.
I did not die.
Damn,
the
that
Ocean
sucks.
Gate people died.
How'd you recover
Ocean
from that?
Gate.
I didn't very well. No. So, it's a process. I get up every day and I pretend, kind of put on a little makeup
To not
so
be
I cover
dead?
the scars.
Oh.
Well, it's like,
So you died.
I
seeing a
identify
ship
as a
that-
zombie.
A ship.
Okay.
Wait, why?
Well,
What
because
do you
I'm dead.
mean?
Wait, but
We've been talking about that all night.
Zombies?
Oh, what did you say?
Did you say you're dead?
I thought you said
dead.
because I'm gay.
That's what I heard too.
That's
No,
why I
I'm
was
dead.
laughing.
No.
Oh
dead.
no, I wish we could.
Well, because
Well, how are you talking about
We've
me
just-
being gay all night?
Not you specifically.
I've been talking about
Oh.
you being gay since I was born.
This is
it's
true.
like a
I've
vision,
always known.
like,
It's
you
like
have
almost.
vision.
So strange because
prophecy.
I've never been gay.
Oh, the thing about it though is that the
Well,
prophecy
prophecies-
foretold this.
It did.
Like, did I start off straight and then go gay?
The
No,
prophecy
prophecy
foretold
foretold
this.
this.
We know.
The
you
prophecy foretold this.
guys.
Okay.
We know.
So when does this happen? Like this change?
We'll let you know. If
Okay.
you
It'll,
need to know.
I mean, I feel like you'll know.
Do I run into you guys again in my life?
Yeah, because the prophecy foretold this.
If you ever
Okay.
think about us, that's a sign that you're gay.
You know, the
Ever.
prophecy
This is
foretold
true.
that they would walk down the
If you
street.
even remember.
That-
I'm gonna be in
is
a
it.
group shower filled with men, and I'm gonna remember back to this moment.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
this
yeah,
really
right.
awkward thing because we're roommates, and they
Okay.
always are trying to get me to bathe with them, and it's really awkward because I'm just really
I'm
uncomfortable
so
about
sick and
it.
tired
You
of
guys
this
got a really
conversation.
big bathroom that
I
all
just,
four of you
like,
fit
we
in
don't
the
need
shower.
It's like I just am tired of having this conversation because
I'm just kind of tired of it. Can we take a break from that conversation?
Can you stop? Well, you're all if you didn't get me to freaking bathe with you every night.
Have you
just feel like I don't know
remodeled the
you well
bathroom
enough.
like a 5-person shower, or just
No.
a very is it a 1-person shower? You all are.
No.
it is very intimate.
It's a tub.
It's almost like a Russian bathhouse.
If someone
up in
would
this
stop
hoe,
being such a
like-
pussy,
Okay.
it would be really intimate.
and we're all naked.
Was that not implied?
I just wanted to make
Was
sure.
that in the
Okay.
lease agreement?
No.
I wrote in the lease agreement that I didn't want to bathe with them, but we got duped by our
Did
landlord.
I sign that part?
She said we had to, and Sophie doesn't want to do it, but the landlord said
It's
we
just
have
like
to.
I just feel like you're not being like a team player.
It's because you
And
guys are
I,
haunted
like,
by demons.
I don't want to break the lease.
Is there a discount?
For
No,
bathing.
it's just
Like if
that
you
she'll like
use
us.
the communal
Yeah,
shower
no,
at
No,
just
community
it's
time?
more of
Like
like a
us.
perversion they have.
Right, but do you get a discount on your rent for it?
Oh
I don't-
yes, because of her perversion.
Yeah,
Right.
that's what I'm saying.
I feel like if anyone is a pervert, can we talk about it?
I don't know.
Can we talk about this? Well,
Okay.
biggest pervert you'll ever meet.
It's actually true.
This one.
Show your face.
Biggest pervert award.
So what's your
I'm proud.
favorite thing you guys have ever seen or been a part of in Philadelphia? Favorite thing that's ever happened in your life?
Moguchi.
What? What? Was that a word?
Maguchi. Maguchi would be my.
Can we move on? Can you guys
More like a broad here.
Oh wait, is our favorite?
That's a real thing. That's the realest thing I've said all night.
But what is that?
It's Maguchi's.
Describe
Describe it to me.
Describe it to me, please.
It's a
Please,
It's a
please. Shock! Oh my god!
Oh my
Oh my god! That was really
Do
aggressive.
you
I
come
just
here
didn't like
often?
it.
Hey, what's
Hey!
your name?
What's your major?
I'm really scared right now. Can I have your number?
Has that ever worked for you?
Yes,
I'm
every
so
time.
scared.
Wait, I can show you. This is what you
Okay,
do.
wait,
Okay,
and
wait.
this is
I'm
okay.
very
Just
scared
pretend.
right now.
Oh, can you be the music?
You do
A
the
bar
music.
music.
Do it.
Oh, this is a bar
Okay.
thing.
Hey!
Hey!
No.
Okay.
Let's retry.
Okay. Okay. Sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay.
And can you make the music better?
Hey!
Hey! Hey, what's your snap? I'm really scared right
Two
now.
walls.
I'm really scared.
Am I scared?
I can't go home alone tonight because I just feel too scared.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm scared too. I've always been scared.
I'm in a waking nightmare. I'm scared.
Me too.
Your snap.
Sorry, I just get really scared.
And this was a successful interaction.
And then we've been together ever since.
Yes.
Okay. Do you guys have social anxiety normally? Is that like a normal interaction?
No.
No.
I'm very normal.
I'm really
about
sweaty.
Going up to people. I feel like I'm almost too comfortable talking to people.
Okay.
Ryan's the most normal.
I don't
person
like
I
that
know,
everyone got
actually.
really quiet when I said that. That was supposed to be funny and no one thought it was funny and I'm sad. ASMR!
Mary actually has an
I don't know.
up-and-coming ASMR channel. It's called Teresa Tingles.
I do be.
Do you do
You
Christmas
tingle
music?
me.
That's nice. I should.
Like jingle balls,
I
jingle
actually
balls.
do.
That.
No, Mary
I
wrote.
didn't know you were a pervert.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we're all human, right?
Yeah, you guys are really anti-pervert right now. Check yourself.
Teresa
before you
Tingle
wreck
on my
yourself.
balls.
I
To
get
the
my
walls.
perversions
all
from
in my
you
jaws.
genetically, and I am tired of pretending that I don't.
But it's okay when I do it.
Why is it not okay when I'm a pervert?
What's going on?
What are you talking?
Mary's mad at me because I'm a pervert, but Mary's a pervert, but they don't like when I'm a pervert, and I don't know why. 'cause
What makes somebody a pervert?
You get
Perverted.
certified.
If you have to ask that, you're probably a pervert.
Yeah.
But like, can you give an example? Like you gave an example of like in the club, I'm scared. Let me get your
I'm
phone number.
scared. Yo.
Yes, I'm scared.
Yeah.
I'm
Please.
so scared. I'm so scared.
I'm so scared right now. I'm really scared.
Can I get your
need
number? Yo, let
I
me get your
need it.
snap. You're bad as fuck. I'm just
really
really
scared.
scared right now.
I feel like I can't leave
Yo,
because I'm so
chill.
scared. And you can't leave
I have
either
to
'cause I'm
cover all
really
the mirrors in my house because I'm too scared of confronting myself. I'm really scared. Can I get your number?
And this encourages them. I'd want a restraining order.
That's
you, you want a restraining order?
If
Against
somebody came
me?
up to me and was like, "I'm scared. I want your number,"
Why
What
wouldn't
if I
you
just
comfort
want like a
them?
comfort,
well, I would comfort them.
like a shoulder to
What did you
scare
just
them?
do?
Like,
You would comfort?
yeah, like a hug. You know, like
Okay.
hug them.
Okay. I comfort people in different ways.
You comfort me a lot.
How do you comfort people?
Like that.
Oh. and
do you
that
like
doesn't.
being comforted that way? Because I could do that too.
No.
Well, and how can I comfort you better?
Probably by looking at me like that and touching me like that.
Can I answer a real question? Like, really? And it's that I think it's not funny, so don't look at me like that. It's that I like the native gardens in Philadelphia.
That's true. I didn't think that was funny at all. I
Okay.
thought it was really
Okay.
true. And the
What do
native
you-
gardens
And I
of
would like to
Philadelphia
see more.
are really beautiful.
Okay. Have you
Isn't
ever?
there one outside of Eastern State?
Yes, yeah.
It's really cool. I saw
so
it up
nice.
close.
Have you ever been to Bartram's?
No, but
I
everyone
love
keeps
that
telling
shit.
me to
Go.
Yeah.
Very beautiful. So is Longwood Gardens.
Yeah.
I used to go
Danilo
there all the time.
Cavalcante.
What?
Danilo Cavalcante.
Danilo!
Danilo.
Do you know about Danilo,
No.
the escaped
Yes, you do.
convict?
You actually do. The
From
escaped
last
convict. That was in
summer?
Longwood.
Yeah, he was all over.
Oh,
Yeah.
that Spanish dude that stole somebody's.
Spanish?
Yeah, to me,
rifle.
he was just handsome.
I don't mean that. This convict. I gotta catch him.
And I'm not a crook.
I'll get him out of the country.
I don't like crooks. Don't hand me up.
Okay, well, I did not have
I really
sexual
like- Relations.
When he was on the run.
With
I
that
did
woman.
not have sexual relations with that woman.
Danilo
I'm not a
went
I don't
crook.
even know who
to
she is.
Longwood Gardens, and then
Yes, he did, and he braided his hair there.
Yeah, that's why he's nothing.
Okay. I really liked. Wasn't there was one? I forget it was with you or with someone else that we went to Shaw's Bridge along the Brandywine, and we had to leave because people were out with
I was there.
flashlights looking. Oh, you were there.
They were like,
looking for
Danilo.
Danilo, and we were scared that we were gonna get shot
That's crazy.
because they were looking for Danilo.
You should have whipped out your phone. Like there was like a $25,000 bond on
Well,
him.
you
could have
went
cashed
and
in.
I
like
tried
listened
to
to
find-
like
find
police
him.
scanners.
Well, you had ulterior motives. They weren't
No,
25
no,
grand.
I'm just like.
I think
I
the
feel
motives were 25 grand. You would love 25.
I
You
would
were
love
swiping on
25,000
Tinder and
grand.
you saw him on the TV and you were
And-
like, "Oh, I don't need
Wait.
Tinder anymore."
And you know, like,
Bye,
it's just
Tinder.
I have something to say.
Let's hear
Is
it.
that how you start every
What do you
sentence?
Yeah.
Okay.
It
And
is.
let me tell you something about myself.
I would love that.
It's that dogs love me because I'm crazy sniffable.
I
You got piss on you?
took such a good picture of that today. Of
Do
that
you piss
quote.
on yourself?
Hmm?
Do you piss on yourself?
Yeah.
They like to smell piss.
That adds up.
That's one of the things I like to do in Philadelphia.
Well, also,
Pee yourself.
also
Well,
my
you have some
favorite moment in
experience with that,
Philadelphia
do
is
you
this
not?
right now, and I'm glad
In
that it's over,
Philadelphia.
guys. I'm glad this moment here is over, and
you
I'm
being
glad that
serious?
we're gonna
Yeah.
get up now.
I was
That's
like,
a
John
good time
Miss.
for us, right?
I was.
Why?
Yeah,
Wait,
sure. What?
okay. And to answer a real question, something that I would change about Philadelphia is that I wish more people were like us.
Me too.
Because
I think
I
so.
think that
That's what I
we-
got from this.
That's what I think too.
This is a good
I don't
vibe.
think so.
You guys want
I
to give
agree. Did
yourselves
you
a
get all
shout
that?
out?
Did
Shout
you get-
out!
Shout out!
Peace, love.
Stay cool, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you. You stay cool.
You stay
Stay
cool.
weird.
I tried.
Let me know when that prophecy
keep
hits. I would
calm
love to
and-
know.
I'll send you a picture.
That's it.
Perfect.
That's my favorite.
Bye.
We'll,
You
like,
guys have an awesome
subscribe
vibe.
and-
Yeah.
If you didn't take a picture of it, it didn't happen.
Yeah.
Dan, nice to meet you guys.
Nick.
Nick.
Kevin.
Kevin.
Cam.
Cam.
Reed.
Raid.
Reed.
Reed. Very nice to meet you guys. What brings you out on a Friday night?
We've been coming here since freshman year.
Freshman year. Where is here? The Bayou?
Yeah. No
Yeah,
names. No
have
names.
No names.
No
Okay. I don't think the liquor control board watches.
I work at Bayou and Cactus,
He
and so
works right there. so.
Okay.
we've been here for a while.
What makes you love it so much compared to, like, we go all over South Street, South Philly, North Philly. What makes this the destined spot for a Friday night?
I mean, we love the city too. Don't get me wrong. I love it. It's awesome. But it's just fun. Like it's like nostalgic almost for us now to
Yeah.
come back and hang out. We
Okay.
go to St. Joe's up the road.
Okay.
So all our friends from school, they go over here. Ryan's
Pretty
down.
close, yeah.
Okay.
Some of the bars down the street, but yeah, we love it.
Okay. What's the coolest thing you've seen happen out here?
Of something that's not dangerous.
Could be dangerous too, you know. It's
I've seen people doing donuts right here in this intersection.
really okay. Okay. Leaning out the car window. Yeah. Philly mobbing.
Yeah.
I love the. We just had a few weeks ago a dog event where everyone was walking their dogs down
Yes.
the street.
Yeah,
and it was
yeah.
so cool. We had dog treats at the bar.
That's
and so
dope.
people were just popping in. I got to see all the dogs in the world. Got
That's
to pet
dope.
everyone, and it was awesome.
They had that green carpet down the street.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I
yeah.
forgot about that happened.
Yeah, they do that. They do food trucks. It's awesome.
That's cool. Manayunk does do a lot to bring the community out, and
They drag everyone up
They
from
had a
up
big
top all
bike
the way down.
race
Yeah, it's awesome.
down,
Bike race, yeah.
Yeah.
okay,
Levering Street.
okay. What about you? What's your favorite thing you've seen out here?
Well, this is my first time out in this
First
area.
time,
Yeah,
okay.
So, like, this is the first time like I'm hearing about like all this. And I'm just,
What is
like,
your
oh my
impression?
God.
Go Bruins.
Pretty crazy. I mean, I'm looking for a night out, like for
Okay.
fun things to happen, and so like I'm excited, I guess.
Okay. What's the one downside you guys think about Philadelphia that could need some change in?
Downside.
Like when you think about Philly and you're like, oh,
Drivers are
Philly.
bad.
Drivers.
Okay.
It's hard that you kind of have to pick your areas sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm from Massachusetts. and,
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I've been able to go out in Boston for the first time this summer because we're all 21 now.
Right.
And you see a difference. You know what I mean? Like now that I'm actually 21, I think it was awesome for me. Like when we actually weren't 21, we go around a lot and a lot of places are really cool. but
What
now
is
that
the
I am-
difference that you see?
Like it's not like Philly where you could be in one neighborhood and it's like Manayunk here. It's I would say it's relatively safe, and then you go to a different neighborhood and it's completely different. You know what I mean? Boston doesn't have that. Like there's bad areas, but it's all sectioned off.
Okay, so it's like generally kosher everywhere you go.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay. Are you guys all from Philly? The
I'm
rest of
from
you?
around here,
You're not.
but-
Yeah.
I am
We're
from
from
around here,
Baltimore.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm from like Doco.
Okay. What made you guys choose Philly?
We all go to St. Joe's.
Yeah,
She goes to
all of us,
Villanova.
yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
so,
So you had a lot of choices in America to go to college, right?
Yeah.
What
Yep.
pulled you to Philadelphia? Was it St. Joe's?
I definitely like the campus, but they also gave me a fat scholarship. So.
Okay, money.
For me,
Motivator.
my dad works there, so I don't pay tuition.
There you go.
So,
there you
it's not
go.
that.
Easy.
I get a pretty hefty scholarship for speech, and I also do love the location. Just
Okay.
because
The
right on
location
City
is great,
Ave,
yeah.
so you're in walking distance from anything. You're 10 minutes away from here. Like, it's just perfect.
Absolutely.
And it's away from
Absolutely.
Center City too.
Yeah.
What is one of your guys' biggest dreams in life? One thing you're chasing currently, like
I got it.
you got it?
Yeah, so my family, I live in a lake at home.
Okay.
I love the lake. I'm not a beach person, I'm a lake person over the beach. My dad does really well for himself, and like getting on the lake in Massachusetts is kind of hard to get lakefront property.
Yeah.
So I kind of value it, and yeah, if I get in the lake, I guess I'll be happy. You know what I
Okay.
mean? That's-
So the
that's my
dream
goal.
is a house right next to Dad's?
Preferably, no.
Across the lake?
No, I'll stay further away. I want to be
Okay.
out of the parents' eye too often.
Yeah,
but
you
yeah.
may think a little different in 10 years.
Probably.
You know what I mean?
My whole thought process changed in 4, so I can't imagine it would be in 10.
Yeah. Values and family change as you get older, for sure. What about you, Reed? It's a tough one. You don't
Yeah.
think about your dream every day?
Not every day.
Sometimes it's a nightmare.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, currently I'm just working on graduating college, but
Okay. What about you?
take it one
Be
step
rich,
at a time.
have kids.
That's good. That's a good dream.
Just take it one step at a time.
So long. It's good to see you, man.
Good to see you too.
Any dream you're chasing?
Yeah, I mean, just to have a big family, and I'd love to, I mean, I feel like this is something a lot of people say, but I'd love to, like, buy my mom and, like, my grandma a house one day.
That's really nice. No, I don't hear that often. I ask this question every weekend. That's the first time I've heard that.
You sound so selfish now compared to that. Not terrible.
I said be rich and have kids.
Well, if your dad, ever needs to retire or move in, he won't have to move far into another lakefront house. That's.
Hey.
What's one piece of life advice? This is the last question. One piece of life advice you guys use or have used in your life that you can possibly give on to anybody else watching that's helped you out.
If you're not uncomfortable, then it's too easy for you. I like to get uncomfortable, I guess. I say put myself in circumstances that I wouldn't otherwise. They end up being memorable experiences.
Amen. What will not grow in rain will always grow in comfort. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
just make as many connections as you can. Really,
Yeah.
try to make a lot of connections. Yeah.
And that's a good thing you sat down. That's exactly what it is.
Mine is there's 3 things in life: cheap, good, and durable. You can have 2, but you can never have all 3.
Amen.
The only exception is love. So find who, what, and where you love, and stick there, because it's the only time that you'll get the best of all worlds.
I'd like to add one thing. There's one more exception. Duct tape.
Flex tape.
Yeah.
Phil Swift.
Yeah, I mean the universe is so big, and the possibility that you are like alive and existing today is just so rare, and there's so much value in your life, and just treat yourself like you have that value.
Appreciate every moment for it. You know, you may not wake up tomorrow. Thanks, guys.
Awesome.
My light just killed out.
Thank you.
They're turning the lights off on us.
Thank you.
Stay cool, guys.
Yeah.
I don't think they want to talk about what I want to talk about.
What do you want to talk about?
Talk about Drake and Kendrick.
Oh, Kendrick all the way. Don't even.
Dan, nice to meet you.
Ethan.
Ethan,
Marissa.
Marissa,
Dora.
Dorelli,
Dora. AKA Dora.
Dora.
Nope.
What is it that you want to talk about that you think we don't want to talk
I
about?
can't say that stuff. It
Okay.
can't be posted.
You won't believe where things can be posted. YouTube censors a lot of
Oh,
stuff.
YouTube's too bad.
but You gotta have your own website. We have our own website, so we
You
can
ask
post.
questions. You ask questions.
So, what brings you out on Friday night?
Alcohol.
Alcohol. Okay.
Men.
Men.
Men, we're bored.
Okay.
We're just some 21-year-olds ready to live life, you know?
There you
Yeah.
go. There you go.
She's 18.
Yeah.
Shut up, Ethan.
Where are you guys from?
Kennett Square.
Kennett
PA.
Square. Okay.
Like Montgomery County.
Okay.
Also, Kennett Square.
Okay. Okay. What brings you to Philadelphia? Like,
She lives here, so I just came
Yeah.
to visit.
Okay.
College.
Okay. Okay. What is your favorite part about Philly? You can be anywhere. It's a Friday night. You could be in Kennett Square. You could be in Montco. Montco's got some beautiful stuff, right?
The
teams.
The sports teams. you know.
Okay.
If I'm not. I'm usually just in Philly for the sports or the casinos.
Thinking hard.
I'm
Okay.
really thinking.
Casinos, gambling, alcohol, and sports events. What could be better than
Oh
that?
my god, Ethan.
Okay.
Oh, and girls. Can't forget the girls. You know.
That was the last on the list, so we know your
Yeah.
priorities.
There was some, I mean, we're here for school already. It's just like
Yeah.
an easy town to go to.
We live in Manayunk.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Actually, no.
She wants to get drunk and do a dude.
Well, it is Friday night, so
As long as I don't hear it, I'm fine.
you got thin walls in the apartment.
Probably.
No, it can be quiet. Please.
You wanted to do this, Dorelli. You wanted to.
It's okay. It's a natural thing. Everybody does it.
Yeah, last weekend.
At least at least he's a supportive friend.
Yeah. Yeah. Very.
Used to be in the old days, you like had to date his buddy or like his brother like 100 years ago. Like there weren't like bars. You couldn't go to like everybody's different town by driving so far. You know what I mean?
That sounds really disappointing. That actually
Right.
sounds really disappointing.
Right.
Oh, that beautiful. Wait,
I'd drive like a
So
Yeah. He has a girlfriend.
so we just talked to 4 girls, right? And I asked them how they pick up people, right? So like
They're boobs.
their boobs. Well, the one girl said she tells people that she's afraid and then asks for their number.
Yo, that's
I hate
that's
that.
like
That's
contradicting
not
the
good
statements
way.
right there.
Right.
I
She's
think.
afraid, but gives out a number.
Wait,
I'll give her.
That's what I said.
Maybe
I
her
was like,
snap. Maybe her snap. That's
right.
Thank you.
Oh, fuck the Yankees.
Yeah.
No, I feel like
I have to ask, where'd you get your top from? I'm sorry.
Where'd you
I'm
get
so
your top
sorry.
I think it's from Garage.
Wait, that's so cute. Wait.
I got mine from online
Go
sports
Eagles!
centers.
Go Eagles!
Birds.
We love Philly.
Yes,
Okay,
go
sorry.
Birds.
I'm so sorry.
I feel like to pick up a guy, you have to be smart with it. They have to come to you
She
first.
tells him she'll suck their dick.
I'm not. I don't do that. I don't do that. Here's what you gotta do. You gotta be like, oh hey.
What do you do at the end of the night?
She's like very, very outgoing to the max.
Easy.
okay.
Like I feel like you gotta be very flirtatious. Maybe compliment their hair. What did he say? Like compliment their hair. Like what would you do to pick up a guy?
I don't know. I think just like bold. Like what? Go get what you want. Like go get what you want.
I just talk to
The
him.
worst can happen.
Just talk to him, see where it goes. You know. That's
So
kinda
confidence.
Yeah, you gotta have
Confidence, yeah.
confidence.
Confidence,
Not
talking to
girls
people.
don't need confidence. Girls just need tits. Guys need confidence.
I think they are born with that part.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
helps them. Guys just have to grow confidence.
So who do you think decides on the interaction, like the first interaction? Like when you guys, like you meet eyes with somebody in the bar, right? Is it you typically that walks over and starts the conversation, or is it them?
It's guys, and if the girl doesn't reciprocate, then the guy has to leave.
I would agree.
Yeah, I agree with that.
If
Okay.
not, you can get that sexual harassment charge real quick.
Now, what if there's a guy you like in the bar and he hasn't come over and said
I
hi?
ain't doing nothing.
I'll go up to him.
No, she would. Most girls would.
I feel like it depends on like how he's around, like who's he's around.
Okay.
I
He's gotta be
typically
a
find
stud
guys
for
with
them to walk
girlfriends
up.
attractive, and that's the problem.
Like if
right
he's
there.
like if he's just standing there like kind of alone or just like chilling, it's gonna like that's when you go up
He's
and you're
definitely
like,
the Jeffrey
hey.
Dahmer ass.
Oh,
Now, do you notice that? Like, I don't drink, so like when I go to the bars, I'm usually working an event or like I'm alone, like trying to figure out if I'm gonna film, right? So like, how do you discern? Like, how do you pick a guy, right? Like when you go into this bar right here, what are you looking for?
Tall, dark, and handsome.
Tall,
Tall.
dark, and handsome.
tall.
What do you mean by that? Dark?
It's like really can
What do you
be
mean by
very-
dark?
Like it,
How dark?
I think it's
How
dark.
dark?
Like it can be very dark.
dark?
Like it doesn't. I think it's just
Like-
the general.
Like the hair
African
dark,
Yeah.
skin dark.
African dark. That's what she means. African dark.
No, I think it's just like it. Like I also feel like I like Italian guys. Like I feel
Oh,
like
dude,
it can be
they
like.
get to make the pasta.
I,
Yo,
a
Tourette's girl would go crazy.
Tourette's.
Oh my God.
What do you look for when you go in the bar?
Low key, first I look at they're good looking or not,
Okay.
and then if I introduce myself, they have a good personality, then I'll continue to talk to them.
What do you consider good looking? Like the way they dress, how they present themselves, like
A little bit of
No,
everything.
I'm gonna interrupt you. I feel like good looking, it's different for everyone because you
Yeah, I don't
can
gotta
like someone
tell
can find like a boy or a girl so beautiful, but then the next person, like their best friend, can be
Damn.
like, no.
Yeah, I
So
think
it's like
very,
your type.
like Pete Davidson
individual.
theory.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like let's be
exactly.
honest, he's not that attractive, but I would still give it to
Yeah,
him.
but he can talk. he can talk.
Exactly. Like,
That's the
he's
thing.
So
funny.
confidence.
Talking is the biggest thing.
Confidence.
Talking is the biggest thing.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
gotta figure out what the girl likes, how to talk to him about.
What's the most awkward interaction for you that you've ever gone through that's worked?
That's
worked.
worked?
Yeah, that's worked. Like one you were like, oh, I don't know how that worked. Like you embarrassed yourself, but still pulled it off.
I ain't gonna lie, I haven't embarrassed myself in front of a girl.
Oh, that's a
I usually embarrass myself in front of the boys.
Dare I say? I mean, this is a hot topic you could talk about. I don't know if I have any.
Right.
I
Okay.
don't know.
Mine's a work in progress still. Like I think the first time I went to this man, I like begged him on my knees. Like you're the most beautiful man ever.
Like literally on your
no,
knees?
like she's bowing down. Swear to God.
Like I'm on my I'm like praising this man.
And do you think that helps or hurts it?
Oh no, it definitely helped. Kid got the ego of a.
Okay.
We're so besties. I think we're in love. I think-
Okay.
Oh, you talking about that boy that you were on the phone with earlier?
No, that's someone
I was
else.
about to say he don't like you.
It was literally. It was literally.
How do you discern that as a man? How do you figure out that he doesn't like her from the phone
He's just
conversation?
trying to suck her up, sweet talk her until he gets in her pants and leaves her.
How do you discern that? Like, how did you come to that conclusion?
Based on what I was saying and what he was saying, he was like, "Oh, it's okay to rally," but like in reality, I'm looking out for her no matter what. Like
For
I'll
sure,
say whatever.
for sure.
He will say whatever to get in her pants. I couldn't really hear what he was saying, but Dorelli kept interpreting what he was saying, and I was like, "Oh, he's just trying to get in your pants."
Oh my
What
God.
gives you that suspicion?
He's gonna say everything nice to her, and like contradict what I gotta say, even though my shit's truth. His is just fucking lies.
How long have you known her?
7 years.
And nothing ever between you two?
No, no,
she's
we're
she's
like
a sister to
blood.
me.
We're like blood.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how long has this new guy been in the picture?
me.
No,
She
he's
don't
not
tell
even.
me.
He's not even a new
She got
guy.
like 7 new guys, so I don't know.
Oh my gosh, that's not true.
Yeah, I got nobody, so.
That's such a lie. You literally were just with one girl. Like, the
Yeah,
other
but that's
day.
like a summer fling because I'm moving to Florida.
Okay, all these guys are summer flings.
Yeah, that's.
Summer's over, baby. Like.
Yeah, see,
It's fall
it
season.
ain't fall yet. September 21st.
So what is one of the best interactions you've ever had? Like one of your best Like you were like, dang, I pulled that off.
I feel like you've had a couple.
I feel like I can just be very bold. Like I just go up to someone and just say what I want, and it just usually goes my way.
Well, it's that confidence, right?
Yeah, I think.
So you don't get many people that go, nah.
Look, the baddies are always gonna have confidence.
I feel like
ugly chicks, they got the bad confidence.
The bad confidence? What is bad confidence?
They think they're shit when they're not.
like we're low-key.
And it just bothers me because, like we were just at the bar. Oh my gosh, the ugliest bitches were up there dancing like thinking they're the shit. And
She's
respectfully,
like, we're
they're
gonna
not.
cut this out. We're gonna cut that.
But what are they? No, I don't cut anything. I cut things for reels when you guys say something really good. That'll be juicy reels.
You
That'll
might
go up.
be the next home tour, girl.
But like what if they're just trying to enjoy themselves? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
I'm sorry, I just have a no filter type life. I've lived by that, and I just say what's on my mind. So
Right.
I don't like it.
Okay.
That's my opinion.
so what? But like, okay. So what would you rate yourself? 0 to 10?
I'm probably like a 5.
5?
Five.
Okay. She's like, you're lying.
You do not think you're a 5. You do not.
Based
think
on
you're
like looks, maybe I'm higher, but like when my personality, I'm like,
Yeah, make your
I
personality
got commitment
too.
issues and all that shit.
Your
all
red
that stuff,
flags, yeah,
I
we
bring
know.
myself
Okay,
down.
I mean like eyes on the person you walk in the bar. That's how you're rating them. Like you're talking
6.5,
about there
6.5,
these
6.5.
ugly people are up dancing. So
I give
6.5.
myself a 6.5. Yeah.
Okay.
I ain't perfect. I don't
Okay.
look great sometimes. You know.
Who do you
I wake up with a hat on.
Like, I feel like I'm like a 6.5, 7.
Oh my god.
I'll rate you both.
Oh my gosh.
I can't take this mentally right now.
No.
Really?
No, please. Don't. You're so.
You're gonna
Or we
rate
just
your
based
sister?
off looks. Based off looks.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
8.
Okay.
She's a 9.
And then yourself, you're gonna give yourself
6.5.
a 6.5.
I'm
okay.
hard on myself. I'm self-disciplined.
Okay.
Self-discipline.
Self-disciplined.
Now, what's the lowest you've ever gone, like rating wise, when you're picking somebody else
Oh,
in
well,
your
no
own
ratings.
mind?
Would you care to join?
Not low.
Not low. What is
No.
not low? 7, 5,
No.
3.
It goes on YouTube, non-filtered. We're doing ratings though, so I rate the girls.
No.
You're not. That's not what
That is
It's
not
either
what
you're walking
happened.
away here even more emotionally damaged
3?
or with more confidence.
So I talk to people
I think
all
I've
around
definitely
Philadelphia.
gotten with like a 3.
No,
Fuck no, I don't.
absolutely never.
I don't care if I'm drunk.
Oh
As
my
get all
God,
get out.
I
I never
think
lower
about
my
you know
standards.
who.
Fuck.
Who? I don't think I did.
She lowers the shit out of hers. That's bad. She's like an 8. She can settle. She can do
No.
better.
You think he's higher? Okay, maybe a 7.
No.
So lowest
not
you've ever
that.
gone is a 7.
6.5.
No,
Okay,
we're gonna put her at a 5.
Okay.
5.
Yeah, I lowered
5.
myself.
Give or take.
Do you think that'll change as you get older, or is that your standard?
No, it
Well,
definitely
two
has
different
changed.
genders. So yeah, yeah, she
definitely
is.
has changed.
Yeah.
Because like I used to go for
I just
like
don't
a
give a
lot
shit.
lower when I didn't like myself, but now that I love myself, I'm like going for 8s. I think.
There you go. There you go.
Self-growth, people. Self-growth.
Now, is that personality included or just looks?
You have to understand, like, men have crazy personalities, and they don't
Yeah.
come out until
I can vouch.
weeks, months, years after you know them. You get to realize.
Because we
how
hide our
good-
feelings.
Yeah.
We don't
Which
like
is
talking
an
about them.
issue.
You think you know someone and you
Because
don't.
guys, second they admit their feelings, they're weak in the girls' eyes. So I don't admit my feelings to
F
girls because
them.
it makes me feel weak. And the girls make you feel weak because they'll eventually flip it on you and they'll use it against you. So hence why I don't ever, I never release my emotions.
So on the flip side, do you think women are also wild mentally?
Yeah, they don't give a shit.
But men also don't care about women's feelings.
Some do.
Yeah,
don't.
some. Where are they?
Not in the college.
Well,
where are you looking? You ain't looking in the right places, Dorelli.
You're not only looking right place for
I don't
women.
want to look.
Clearly, you have some issues. Like, let's.
There's
So-
no denying that.
You say men don't care about women's
It's called I
feelings.
work,
They don't.
drink, gamble,
No,
and spend time with the family.
actually, want to hear something? I was in a 2-year relationship. He never said I love you.
He did.
That's wild.
He did.
He took it back.
Yeah, yeah, there we go.
He took it back?
He said,
I don't know how you do
I told
that.
you I love you, but I'm actually taking it back.
That was my boy
I
too.
don't deserve it.
That was my boy
No, I
too.
actually hate him. If you're watching this, Nick, go fuck yourself.
That-
That's
fuck yourself.
wild.
That was
Taking
my
it
boy.
back.
That was my boy, and I dropped him.
Thank you.
He was just crazy. Like the shit he would say was wild.
Yeah, low key.
That's just one
I kind of want to
example.
go to his house and
So I want to revisit that you don't think guys care about girls' feelings.
No.
I think one thing that rattled right to my mind was like, who gets the engagement ring?
The woman.
guys.
Why?
Oh wait, you mean like?
Oh no,
you
girls
buy-
get it, but guys buy it.
Right.
Yeah.
Why do women get an engagement ring? And generally, why is it beautiful? Right.
You're just looking in the wrong places. You'll find the right guy.
Shut up, Ethan. Maybe because the men like love the woman.
I say something nice,
And they
she gives me
care
shit.
about their feelings.
No, I think it's more like it's just like I feel like it's like women usually waiting around for a man to be ready to marry them.
I don't see
Okay.
that as a
Like I
problem,
feel like
though.
women. Well, I feel like a lot of women would say that they were like ready before the man is ready to get married.
It's like that theory.
That's
It's like
'cause
guys
girls always jump
don't
to
marry when they're
conclusions.
they don't marry who they love. They marry when they're ready.
I agree with that one. I agree with that
Like
one.
I truly believe in that theory.
Do you?
You
do
know why?
What, Ethan?
Because there's always that one girl that fucks up that guy, and it takes him forever.
Oh, then maybe
Forever.
they shouldn't be such dicks to
I'm
them.
just saying.
Yeah, like I would.
It fucks you up in a different way, where it reverses your freaking your mental.
Do you think
state.
women and men deal with relations differently?
Yeah.
Yeah, I put that shit in a box. Dorelli just cries her eyes out.
That's not what happened. Shut the fuck up.
Do you think women and men get over relations easier or
Girls
harder?
do, guys don't.
I think that guys.
My girl, my
Shut up, let her
ex-girlfriend,
speak.
my ex-girlfriend left for a big black guy, and I still have yet to date another girl since.
Let her speak.
Dare I say?
Within a week. So yeah,
As you
it
were
was
saying.
over before it started.
Let her speak.
That happens often though. It's over
No,
before.
girls like forget all the good things that happen. Only know the
I
bad
don't
things.
think. I think that
Dorelli, you know how much
girls
that
are
bitch fucked
sad
me up?
longer, and then like they take a long time to be sad, and then they actually move on. Where guys act like they're moving on originally, and then a couple months later they're like, "Oh, fuck me, like I'm fucked."
It's been 2 years and I still haven't forgot it.
Example.
Guys work different.
Do you think that's because you actually cared
Yeah,
deeply?
yeah.
Well, maybe they should show like they care then, if they're going.
It's
Well,
hard. It's
I
hard.
kind of agree with what he's saying because anytime I've ever said how I felt or a situation that's happened, it's always been, and multiple people have used it against me
They flip the
at a
script
later
on you.
date
Yeah, they flip the
as
script on you.
information. So I've become, and I've used this in business as well as relations. I've hold information. Right, you guys are very forthcoming, and you want us to change with that information. When we forthcome information, we just want to hug, or like we want shit to change for the better. It never happens that way.
I don't wanna
You know what I
hug.
mean? It's usually met with, okay, well, you know, this, you did this, or like this also happened, and it diminishes the value of our feelings.
Basically,
You know what I mean?
Suck it up, you're a man.
But that
can see that
has
side.
it's been conditioned on both genders' roles our entire lives. You know what I mean? Like wipe off your your knees and get back up your
Anything.
We talked about Philly,
Wait, can we please take a picture?
about Philly life, why you love it.
We're talking about relationships. We're talking about relationships
You can
right
sit
now.
down later.
Yeah.
seem really committed to that.
No. It's these two.
Oh, Ethan, please.
Please, you're loving this more than us.
Yeah, you are eating this up.
It's
So-
fucking hilarious. to me.
One thing I've noticed, and I film a lot of weddings, right? And
Really?
yeah. So I'm a commercial videographer by
Nice.
day, right? And by night I talk to drunk people on the street.
ain't
But
gonna
I love life. But I think since COVID, I've seen a lot more people getting married from meeting off Tinder,
Yeah.
right? Which is crazy, right? And
Tinder's
I
for
see a
hookups.
lot less younger people getting married. A lot older people, but a lot less younger. Do you think your generation will still be the generation to have a normal,
No.
wedding and be married, or do you think it will be
I think it takes longer.
relationships of like,
It'll take longer.
situations?
Our generation's failing this world.
I want to say genuinely because on social media you can see everything that's available. Like you can see other girls' bikini pics. You can see other guys' I guess like wieners. Like You can see
I don't see no
everything that
guys with
Michelle. Like I feel like it is
Where
harder
you
for
looking?
like anyone in general now. Because it's like you know what's out there and you can't stay loyal. Like it's really hard to find
can.
some.
Or it's just
It's really hard.
No, I think it's easier to have a wandering eye. when
Yeah.
it's like
I'd
right
be
in
loyal
your
to the right
face.
girl. I just
And
haven't
things
found
get
one.
tough, and you can leave easier.
Yeah.
I agree. Like things get tough, and then you just go on Instagram, you just go on Tinder, and then it's just like problem solved in that moment.
Do you think it's easier for women to move on in that way than men? Like, do you think it's like if a woman posts like a photo,
You
like
guys don't
I'm having an
agree,
issue?
then
Oh.
You guys aren't.
No, I mean
telling
yeah,
the
because a
truth.
girl posts a photo and there's millions of guys liking it and commenting and in her DMs. But I think
Only
like
people
a-
that are gonna hype up the guys are their best friends that are boys. Yeah, the real ones are the
Going on
boys.
about this time.
Do you
Oh my
think
God,
that
Malcolm.
will change, or do
No.
you think it'll only
It's
get
gonna
worse?
It's gonna get so bad.
It's gonna get worse.
This world's gonna get doomed by the next generation.
I truly, well, actually, I saw this news that said that Gen Z is trying to get away from dating apps, which I totally believe. But at the same time,
That's
I'm
some
like, I
bullshit.
don't believe it because
Do you got one?
huh?
You got one?
What?
A dating app?
No.
Do you got one?
I've never been on a dating app in my life.
I don't got one anymore.
Like,
Interesting.
Yeah,
I
used to
want to
have one.
meet you in person. Like,
Okay.
I want to meet you in person. Like, even if it's in the most random fucking way or even the most
usually the
fucked
best
up
way
way.
ever.
I just want to meet you in person. I don't want to like see some dumb shit you posted on Tinder. Like, absolutely
I
not.
want a love story.
So,
I don't even need that.
where do you meet these people? Because like I
Not
venture
fucking here.
all
Yeah,
the
I'm
time,
about to say,
right?
The bar ain't it. The
So
bar's
what
for
are
the
your
singles.
other options?
I feel like anywhere. Like, I swear to God, every guy I've ever been with, I met in person,
Okay.
which is kind of crazy. But
Like grocery store,
Fuck,
Wawa, like yoga
honestly, a lot
class.
of guys I pick up at the beach.
Okay.
Because,
Period.
I could probably understand why.
like, it's just a good situation.
You know why? Because the bitches are in the fucking bikinis. It's bikini season. Every guy
Yeah.
likes bikini season.
I
So
did a lot at school.
okay.
Oh my God, he's
So-
coming.
Huh?
You know,
So there has to kind of be a common area to kind of spark a conversation, right? Like you're going to the beach, or like
hey you.
you're going to where did you say?
Honestly, I've met a lot of people at school. I met a
Oh,
lot of
school.
people out, just out and about.
Yeah, I feel like school's a good one. Unless you go to Jefferson. Then
Yeah,
it's
you
not
you
good.
won't find anybody.
Or you just don't go to school, so it's hard to meet people.
That's true.
It's hard.
When you
But you can meet
a
people
blue
at
collar,
the
you don't
gym.
meet girls at the friggin' job site.
I feel like the gym is such a good place to
Wait,
find
what do
men,
you do
though.
for work?
I build houses.
Like, I swear to God, I was on a run today and I ran past this guy and like building some sidewalk and I was like, fuck, he's hot. But like, how do you go up to a guy who's like half digging a hole?
You go ahead, you want to go in my
Yo,
hole?
trust me. If you talk to that guy, he would have loved that shit. The
No,
time of
'cause-
the day would go crazy.
No, I just think he'd be like, who is this bitch?
No.
Do you
'cause-
think we should normalize
He's gonna look
talking
and
to
say,
one
"You're
another?"
blind."
Yes.
Check. All that shit.
I feel
That's
like
all
you
you
can
need.
compliment anyone. Like, you're beautiful. Like, it's not bad. Like, it's not hard. Like, boy
That's
or
the
girl.
difference, bro. Girls will tell each other false shit, like some
I
ugly.
do not
Hold up,
compliment
hold up.
ugly people.
There'll be some. Hold on.
not.
There'll be some ugly bitch that posts on Instagram, right? And all the girls be, oh my gosh, you're so pretty, you're so pretty. Now, some boy did that shit. Dude, you fat and ugly motherfucker. Get to the fucking gym. At least the boys are the fucking real ones. I'll tell you the truth when you're
Oh my
slipping up.
gosh.
I'll give. That's the difference between girls and guys. Guys will tell you the truth. Girls will tell you false lies that give you confidence. That's false.
That's the reason I lost weight. It's because of men. Yeah, thank you. You're right. Oh, Jesus.
That's the
There's
biggest
a
difference.
button on the side of it.
Guys will
Tyler.
tell you how it is.
Button on the side of the thing.
Like me and my boys, bro, we'll tell each other when we fuck up.
We're low-key famous, guys. Say hi.
Power
My
button.
girls will tell each other false lies. Oh, you're so pretty when you're not.
Just hit the power button.
You're not. That's wrong with social media now.
You just lie?
The girls lie to each other on these posts. Look up some fat girl and ugly girl. Look at her
I
Instagram
feel like
comments.
this is so mean.
Then you gotta chill.
Just saying.
Well, honesty is sometimes mean. right?
Yeah.
No, yeah, that's true.
And I'm full of honesty.
Yeah, no,
Sometimes the truth hurts.
I'm
baby.
not being mean. I'm just full of honesty.
Yeah. It's just my opinion.
That's gonna be like his new line.
he does that every day. Like it's not even funny.
What do I do?
You!
What do I do?
You literally just too honest, and then you're like, haha.
There's no
So-
such thing as too honest.
So have you ever seen a hot person with an ugly person and
Yes!
wondered what happened there?
Money.
Hot girl,
Money.
ugly man.
Money. It's called money. They're always old,
No.
wrinkly, and that bitch hoping to get that man's will.
No, I can assure you,
They'll
they're
sell their
usually a
soul for
brunette with
money.
blue eyes, and you're like, fuck, they're rude, but they're hot. And you're just like, I need a bite of that, and then you just get treated like shit.
No, it's money, guys.
Have you ever entered a relationship knowing it was going to be a shit relationship, but they were hot?
No.
No.
Those your boys were bad, really.
No,
No.
no.
I have.
I've had one.
Oh, are you okay?
No.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, I mean,
Guys are
I have
never
a
okay.
type. I'll like see a chick naked jumping on a car, smashing a windshield. I'm like, oh man, I
That's
need
the
to get
one.
her
You
number.
like the craziness.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
like them
that.
crazy bitches.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know what it is. It's you can't live calm. You gotta almost.
Low key, I'm in my Latino phase. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay, well, that's terrible.
Based off last weekend.
Oh my god.
I can say that I'm a Latina, it's fine.
So, what's one piece of life advice you could give the people out there that you've used in life to help yourself in your down times?
Let me really think.
Don't stop working. Keep making that money.
Okay.
They say money can't buy happiness, but shit, it can buy you a bike. And I'll give you some happiness.
is, but good luck.
And you're down.
Money talks. I got a bunch of them.
Don't try to change people. The only person you try to change is yourself in a good way. Because
Okay.
you can't change people.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like get very comfortable with being alone. Like I think you should be comfortable,
I like
fully
that.
comfortable being alone.
I like that. That's a good one.
Yeah.
What if you can't?
Yeah, that shit hard.
Sucks.
I've never really had that problem. Like I like being, like I don't need a fucking boyfriend. God, they're annoying. Like I don't want a man texting my phone. My ex is gonna look at this.
Nobody
and think you're
says.
actually
Nobody
shit.
says.
That's
Why,
your
why
ex.
don't
Nobody
why
says-
don't
nobody says
you want a
relationship.
boyfriend and somebody texting your phone?
I think it's just
Because you
like
wanted.
I don't want someone up my ass, and I feel like the right person won't be up my ass or like have a problem
Man, you
with
just got some
everything I
clingy
do.
motherfuckers. Then.
Well, I think it's perspective. I think
Shit, I got
the
work all day.
person
I don't
you
got time to
want
text you.
around. Have you ever wanted somebody around all the time?
Yes.
Have you thought of them as being up your ass ever?
No.
I didn't. It
Because
was more,
you wanted them there.
I wanted them there. I feel like what my issue is, it's like I'm usually on the other side. I'm like want them to bother me, but they won't because they don't care about me. Truthfully, like that's what I'm saying. Like it's really hard to find a guy that I feel like compliments each person because it's just like it just doesn't work out.
There's so many people out there, and I ultimately always put it this way: a relationship, right, is like two 1,000-piece jigsaw puzzles that you just dump out onto one table and you try and make into one 2,000-piece jigsaw puzzle. Some pieces are gonna fit perfectly, right? Like they were made for each other. Others, you can kind of squeeze them and they're gonna look right, and some you're gonna be like, oh, these don't fit together
That's so
whatsoever.
beautiful.
They don't fit at all. Yo. They do not fit.
I
No.
consider myself a 5,000 piece puzzle. Yeah.
Ethan,
That'll take a long time.
Well, thank you guys for sitting down. I appreciate
Thank
your guys' time.
Yes, sir.
Wait, can we shout out? We have like a
Yeah, do the
follow
shout out.
the Drama House on TikTok. It's all follow the Drama House on TikTok. It's all of our roommates. We're all in college. Go follow.
it's our
us.
senior year. We're living crazy. Thank you.
I don't need no followers.
Wait, I'm gonna follow your Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta at least.
Bye. Thank you.
I'm not gonna get like what are we talking about here?
Just life. Nothing crazy.
All
Nothing
right,
crazy.
all right.
Dan, nice to meet you.
Kyle.
Kyle,
Nice
very
to
nice
meet
to meet
you.
you.
Yeah.
Where are you from, Kyle?
Originally Harrisburg, PA. Now Manayunk.
Beautiful area, Harrisburg.
is.
I've filmed a couple of weddings in the state capitol.
Great,
Very beautiful.
great suburban area. The city of Harrisburg, not ideal. Good for the size. It's about 50, 60,000 people. Nice looking city. They're laughing at me over there. But great suburbs everywhere. It's like
Yep.
land of the suburbs. Great area to raise a family. I grew up there. Great area.
Where do you prefer, Harrisburg or Philadelphia? Now, being in Philadelphia for a little bit.
That's a tough question. There's definitely There's more. She just puked right there.
Yeah, that's bar.
Sorry,
Unfortunately, hopefully
I
it won't
did notice
smell
that.
over here.
So Philly, there's a lot more to do here.
Yeah.
But you know what I found out? At the end of the day, you're gonna
for life. Manayunk for life.
You're gonna get involved in, like, your life's not necessarily gonna change based on where you go. It's what you want to get into.
Okay.
So if I want to get into stuff at home, in the Harrisburg area, I'm gonna go find it. I'm gonna go find friends. Here, there's more to do. But if I'm just gonna sit in my house and it doesn't change, so I bought a Phillies package. I was just at the Phillies game earlier. So there's definitely some options here, but both great areas. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if
Favorite
that-
thing to do in Philly?
Favorite thing to do? Gotta be go to Phil's games.
Okay.
Really,
Yeah,
just the whole
support the
yeah,
sports.
I'm a Flyers fan too, so any time of year down by the complex, I like going down there.
Okay.
Tailgating, yeah.
Yeah. So what brings you to Philadelphia?
So I went to college out near Harrisburg with one
Okay.
of my buddies, lifelong buddy. He's originally from Philly. He moved out here after college, and a couple years went by, like COVID passed, whatever. I was with my parents, and he's like, "Hey, I need a roommate." So I was like, "Hey, why not? Let's run it back." So
Okay.
I'm back out here. Yeah,
There you go. Happy you made the move?
I am. Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
We're having a good time. We're up the hill in Manayunk, so
Okay.
we're having a good time. Yeah.
Okay. What's the craziest thing you've seen in
The
Manayunk?
craziest thing I've seen. Just on our way to the game, we saw a guy with like a handgun on his side, like some sort of, I'm not super familiar with guns, but like an AR on his chest, just out in the streets, just waving hi to people, just AR, just flagging people. So
Like
that's
all
probably-
tactical vested up?
yeah, handcuffs and all. That's probably the craziest thing I've seen. He's just minding his own business though, so.
Whatever, right?
I didn't pay no attention. I just kept going.
That's
so.
not legal in Philly.
No, definitely
Yeah,
not.
yeah.
But I wasn't about to say anything. So.
I feel like it's interesting in our city. We let a couple of super illegal things just go by the wayside. As
is
long as
interesting.
you just do it with confidence. They're like, okay.
I feel like there's so much going on in this city, and I feel like we don't even see the half of it in Manayunk, but in the city as a whole, there's so much going on that the cops are kind of just like, that's going on there. Well, I got 7 other things down here to deal with, so I'm
Right.
just gonna let that go.
Right.
That's just my opinion. But
What is the most awesome thing you've ever been a part of since
The
you've been
most
in
awesome
Philly?
thing?
Like one thing that you're like, dang, dude, I can't believe I did that.
I spent New Year's in Philly.
Okay.
Nothing super specific, but just, I mean, it was like a time I never had before. I mean, it was just like they did it bigger than Harrisburg, than my parties before. It was all
Okay.
like a whole city
Okay.
lit up for New Year's, so yeah.
Have you ever been down like south for New Year's, like Florida, like Miami?
No, I haven't, no.
It's wild.
Yeah?
Wild.
I'd imagine. I think they showed that on TV.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like warm down there, so like
Yeah.
everybody's out in t-shirts and shorts
Yeah,
and
that would-
partying,
that
and
would be
again,
fun,
wild. Yeah. It's cold, so like you still get drunk,
Yeah.
right? But like everybody's kind of huddled in the bars, like out there. They're having like block parties and
Yeah.
shit.
Maybe in the future.
Yeah. I would definitely suggest it. Miami for New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did
Yeah.
that this year, and it was something cool.
Yeah.
What's one piece of life advice you could give the people out there?
I spent a lot of years of my life. I'm 27 now. I spent a lot of my 20s kind of just sitting back and saying like, oh, if something good's gonna happen, like it's gonna come to me. No, like go get it. Like you can't just sit back. I just now in like my mid to later 20s, like started going after things. Like you got to go after stuff. You can't let it come to you. I mean, the world is so big. There's so many people out there. Like, I hate to say it, but like nobody necessarily is special. Like if you want something in life, like you got to go chase it. So I just started doing that now. Better late than never. But yeah, I would definitely say if you want something, like go after it.
Okay. What is one dream you're chasing?
One dream I'm chasing. Definitely. I mean, this is kind of boring, but like to be financially stable.
Not boring.
I
Smart.
work a modest income job right now,
Okay.
and yeah, just I'm chasing to keep moving up and just build that 401k.
There you
and
go.
Eventually, be comfortable.
You know, my parents did that, and they shit on me all the time that I don't have the stability, right? Mine's more of like a roller coaster. But, they live a very happy life, and that was a dream for them. They got a 30-year mortgage. They paid it off in 15, you know what I mean? Financial stability it's not a boring thing. Life is frantic, and you never know exactly how or what will happen, but they're stable, you know what I mean? And that's a good thing. Stress-free thing. You want to give yourself a shout out?
My name's Kyle. I don't really have social media, so you can't really follow me, but I'm out here in Manayunk. If you want to say hey, if you see me, come say hey. I'll say hey.
Thanks, Kyle, for sitting down.
Yep, thank you.
Yeah. Dan, nice to meet you.
Dan, it's a pleasure. Joe.
Joe?
Malik.
Malik.
What's
Very
up,
nice
Dan?
to meet you. Where are you guys from?
Philly.
Yeah, Philly.
Okay.
I'm Rockford, Mount Airy.
Yeah.
Okay. What's your favorite aspect of Philadelphia?
All of it. It's just so much history here. There's so much things to do here. I feel like Philly is very underrated.
Okay.
There's nothing you can't do in Philly.
Okay.
It's easy to get around.
Maybe not skydive.
Other cities aren't like it, Like the day in life in Philadelphia, in particular, is very easy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. What is the craziest thing you've ever seen in Philadelphia? Like that you were just like, oh, only in Philly.
Only in Philly?
The
zombies? I don't know. The zombies, maybe? I don't know.
Okay.
The amount of times you can use...
Kensington zombies.
Yeah. That's a staple.
The amount of times you can use dickhead.
Yes, the dickhead amount that you can
Without
say
it being
in one
an insult.
sentence, astronomical.
Okay. What is one thing that is like the happiest moment you've ever experienced in Philadelphia? Like one thing that you look fondly back on?
Shit.
I know, I'm pulling the deep ones.
The happiest thing?
That you've done in Philadelphia. One thing that's like almost, you can only do that in Philly.
I mean, it's just the little parts, I've traveled to a lot of cities across the U.S., and it's like, there's cities like New York that has everything that Philly could have. That is,
New York,
they're
fuck New
definitely,
York.
Get away. Why are you even here? They typically like overprice things, while Philly, it's definitely
Very
reasonable.
affordable.
It's Lewis. That's his birthday. Come here. So this is the birthday.
the birthday
boy.
guy.
Because of him.
Happy birthday, boy.
Thank you so much.
What's your favorite thing about Philly, he asked?
It's not New York.
The people.
Okay.
I mean, just like other parts of the city, like there's, it's definitely easy to get around. It's definitely have a good time to have a good time.
There's a little bit of everything in here. You can find whatever you want. In
Oh
fucking
my god,
Philly.
100%. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like such a big city, but also a small town at the same
Yes.
time. And I do
Okay.
like that about Philly, and I think a lot of people could think about that about Philly.
Mhm.
Okay, what is one dream you guys are chasing?
Dream?
Instagram.
Yes.
I'm so ordinary that I don't have dreams.
No dreams?
I'm just looking to just enjoy life.
Okay.
I would say that too.
I think dreams are ridiculous. I think you should just
Well, I don't know
be
about
heathen.
that.
You should just enjoy life.
Okay, buddy.
So there's nothing you're chasing.
It's just happiness, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like that's what everyone should chase.
I already have my dream job, so it's not like nothing like.
Okay. What kind of field is that? What field?
I'm a software engineer.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is one piece of life advice you guys could give out there to the people? Something that's maybe helped you through life in a tough time.
Oh man, be more stoic. Literally, learn about philosophy. Learn about yourself.
Okay.
Like people overcomplicate, and they don't understand themselves.
Just don't care.
That's a bit extreme. You have to.
don't care.
There are things to care about.
Life is like
there are things to care
very
about.
much about what is the point? What is the point of
Your suffering is literally only your own mind. It's not.
out,
No
go
one
out, what's the
actually
point of being-
suffers other than what they're doing to themselves.
What's
and
the
what they
point
feel
of
about
being
themselves.
miserable if you're out? Enjoy your life. I'm with friends right now. I barely know this guy, but guess what? He's out with us. I made sure he got the invite.
Are you saying you're miserable?
No,
Okay.
never. I would say you should have two feelings: entertained and bored.
Okay. What do you do when you're bored?
Bored, you find something to entertain yourself.
Okay.
Like what?
Masturbate. Your mom. We're like a block. I see you. Man.
Don't listen to him. Don't
Look,
listen.
we're right over here. We're right
Life
over
advice.
here.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
in front of the
Don't listen
We're
to
on
him.
a podcast, man. Just come over here.
I don't know.
Bro.
I think this is the best major city in the U.S.
Okay.
We're
It's
better
our
than New York.
birthplace,
We're
you
better
know,
than
the
LA.
country's birthplace.
We're better than Baltimore. Any of those shitholes.
What makes us better?
I don't know, man.
No,
we
it's
just
not.
are.
Okay. The Declaration of Independence is here.
Maybe it's because we're Italian.
Okay, Nicholas
Are
Cage,
we?
calm
What
down.
are you
Maybe
talking
it's 'cause
about?
we're Irish.
It was 76.
Right. All right.
Well, appreciate you having us.
Yeah. Thank you for sitting down.
Such
I
a pleasure.
appreciate you.
That's such a
Yeah,
pleasure.
thank you.
Thank you for your
Appreciate
time and your words of wisdom. Stay cool,
Oh, don't
guys.
shake his hand. He was fucking useless.
Dan, very nice to meet you.
Daria.
Daria.
Meet you.
Elle.
Yeah.
Very nice to meet you. Where are you guys from?
I live on the outskirts of Philly in Norristown.
Okay.
Yes.
Very nice area.
I stay in Roxborough. Yeah, I'm Nigerian.
Okay. Okay. Oh, you're from Nigeria.
Originally, yeah.
Okay. What made you move to America?
Shit. Money, bitches.
I love that bitches were the second thing coming from another country.
Nah, I'm joking. You know, better opportunity, better life. You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think, and not, I'm not gonna call them bitches, right? You guys deserve a lot more than that.
Thank you.
Do you think women in America are different than women in Nigeria?
Shoot, yeah.
Like,
How so?
yeah.
Also, at least from my experience, like, women from Nigeria are more like, you know, traditional. I mean, it's starting to change, and like women here, like, there's a difference between at least what they call snow bunnies, what they call black women, or like, you know, women of color. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think women in Nigeria have almost, and I think it's men too, do you think women and men from Nigeria, you said traditional, do you think they have more morals or more deeper rooted morals in how they pick relations than men and women?
You know, shit. Men go off of what they see, women go off of what they hear. It's the same thing all
Okay.
around. I don't know. What do you think?
What do I think about?
You're not Nigerian.
I am not Nigerian.
Yeah, where you
I am
from?
just I'm straight black. What are we talking about, like dating wise?
Like, yes, dating, like how people from America almost treat relationships.
It's really hard nowadays. It's kind of hard to speak for everyone, but I feel like as time goes on, I feel like the past generations definitely took relationships way more serious than now. Me personally, I'm still a lover girl. I'm engaged, so
Congratulations.
thank you. I don't like just entertaining multiple people. I don't have the social battery for that. Some people do. I take relationships seriously. Most people in this generation don't. Hopefully we get back to that time, but as of right now, a lot of people don't really. They're more into situationships. They want the benefits of a relationship without the commitment of a relationship, which is, if they want to do that, then hopefully while they're young, fine, but I feel like as you grow up, you get to a time where you want to settle down. So hopefully right now they have their fun, but sooner or later, hopefully we all collectively realize that it's best to just settle down with one person.
Sorry, real quick. I have a theory on like what you said, like why the older generation take relationships more seriously. I think it's because of the internet. They didn't have the internet like
Yeah.
when they were growing up. For example, my family, all the old, like my dad and his siblings, everyone, they all married people that they know from, like, you know, where they're from. Like,
Right.
But in my case, I've been here, I've been in England, I've been everywhere. So like I've seen women from
All
places
over.
that they would never have even imagined. So it's like, yeah, Tinder.
We should just blame the internet for everything. For everything.
Blame the internet.
Blame the internet. Fuck the internet for everything. Yeah.
It's tough, I mean, it has its plus sides and its downsides
Yeah.
for sure. And I'm thankful that you were able to find somebody and almost
We
get out of
actually
the
met on
rat
the
race.
internet.
You know what I
Blame
mean?
the
You met on the internet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tinder?
No, not Tinder. Another dating app. But,
Okay.
I mean, technology is good for some things. Technology is bad for most things. So it really depends.
So I'm a commercial videographer, so I filmed a lot of weddings over my years, and since COVID, over the last 4 years, I've seen a lot more. I've met them on Tinder, I've met them on a dating app, and now we're getting married, which I never thought I would record, I'm 29, I grew up in a time where, like, it was weird to meet somebody off the internet, like, to date somebody. You were like, what? You made up a lie of where else you met them to tell your friends and family, because it wasn't acceptable to say off the internet. You know what I mean?
Crazy. Yeah. Tinder sponsor his videos.
I think Tinder's a marketing scheme now. I don't think you really meet anybody off Tinder now.
Tinder, I've
I
been
don't.
swiping every single day for 6 months straight. I have not gotten a match.
That's
6
why.
months.
And,
That's
and
why I
most
didn't
men
Tinder.
pay for a subscription.
Hell
No,
don't pay.
that's true. Because my brother said that he paid to because I feel like it's probably more easier
Damn.
for girls to get likes than guys. So
Nah,
the
go to
guys want to
Nigeria.
pay.
As a
Maybe.
guy, go to Nigeria if you want if you want to feel like a girl. Go to Nigeria. Your Tinder will go crazy. I'm just telling you.
But it's a lot different. You're very unique over there. Like, you from Nigeria, you're not unique. You're
Right.
from Nigeria. There's a lot of Nigerians.
Right.
But to go to Nigeria, they're like, who's this Philly white boy?
Yeah,
What's he doing here? you know
all
what I mean?
all the illusions there on your ass. The thing is, it's so different. Like sorry to go into a whole tangent, but on Tinder, you know how here they use it to find love. On Tinder, they use it for like personal.
Yeah, I wouldn't go on
Ah.
Tinder to look for a relationship. I feel like a lot of people use Tinder for hookups. I never thought Tinder was a place to find love.
I didn't either. And I witnessed, I would have, I don't know how I would have felt, but I filmed somebody's wedding. Beautiful location. I mean, they were on top of a mountain in New York. Beautiful, beautiful. Spent a lot of money, right? And the woman's sitting up there giving this speech. And she goes, yeah, just got done dating the doctor, and I was moving on to if I wanted to go out with the lawyer or Joe, and I picked Joe, and I was like, oh my God, you are not, like, he wasn't even your first pick, and you're putting this in your wedding speech? Like, it's almost gotten desensitized, and it's sad to see. My light went out. 1 second. Oh, sorry, guys.
Quick commercial break.
So it's a podcast. So, is there one thing that you guys wish you could see changed in everyday life? You know what I mean?
Inflation. I want these prices to go down. I know that's off topic, but that's what I wish, for these prices to go down.
Okay.
I would say the same, but let's just fuck money. Let's do everything through love.
Okay.
And let's remove the idea of mono. I mean, to each their own. But I feel like if everyone loved themselves like brothers and sisters, the world would be different.
Amen. Amen.
That's it.
But it's a cultural thing and a place thing. Like, I sit down and I have a lot of success talking in Philadelphia. I sit down, the same setup in New York City. Maybe 2,000 people will pass me because it's a lot more populated.
Yeah.
Maybe 5 or 10 people will sit down. I've been here an hour, 30 people have sat down.
Damn.
Yeah, I feel like
You know what I mean?
this area is pretty welcoming.
Mm-hmm.
I was about to say that in Temple, I tried to do the same thing. Temple kids, they don't mess around. It's a whole different dynamic.
I just set up this same thing yesterday at Temple. Yeah,
and
Broad
it
and Polit, and tons of people sat down. Philly is very welcoming, like you said, very humble. They're willing to sit down. Sometimes they troll you. They're making fun of you. You know what I mean? You can sniff their bullshit. You know what I mean? But New York, I think they think everybody's selling them something. You know what I mean? Or they're very much in a rush. They don't have no time. Like,
It's
you
very
guys,
fast paced.
right? What is one dream you guys are chasing? You guys have a dream you're chasing?
I'm honestly still figuring that out.
Okay.
Shit. I just got you know, every day I wake up and I have a new idea. I'm trying to stop homelessness. I'm trying to give a solution to homelessness. A little bit more about that if you follow me, but yeah.
So I think it's important to talk about one another's dreams more often, right? For the aspect of people like yourself that don't really know what they're chasing, right? And that's a scary thing in life, to not know what fulfills you, right?
Yes.
What makes you feel whole, right? And aside from your husband to be, right? But, you know, if we sit down and we talk about our dreams more, you meet with more people that want to help solve homelessness, and that's how we get a community of people that actually help homelessness, you know, as opposed to like people that we hire to help homelessness and they're like, just move down the street. They're paying me $15 an hour so you don't sleep on the corner. You know what I mean? Like, a lot different of how things are handled. And we, like you said, love one another's brother. It's the people that are motivated to feel good about what they do, put out a good energy and do a good job, rather than the people that aren't motivated to do good. They're just there for the check. Doesn't matter what energy they put out. You know what I mean? Like, I walked into an office building for my attorney the other day, and I walked up to the person that like tells you what floor to go to or whatever, and I was like, hey, what? I never remember the dude's floor. Huge building. I just go in the building, right? Somebody tells me what floor to go to. And she's like, I don't know. I was like, okay, have a good day. And I walked to the elevator, and she goes, stop. I'm like, stop? What? It's so rude to say. You can't go up there. And I'm like, well, fuck. Why can't I go up there? And she's like, you need to know what floor you're going to. What floor are you going to? And I'm like, I don't know. I just asked you what floor he's on, and you said you don't know. So I'm going to go find out. And she's like, that's not how that works. And I was like, well, I tried to do it how it normally works. And you were just like nonchalantly, I don't know. And then went back to looking at your phone. So what do you want me to do here, lady? And she's like, well, tell me who he is. And I was like, I did. Nothing has changed about the information that I have that you don't have. What needs to change is like how this goes. I'm going to leave in 2 minutes, you know? And it was just you can sense the tone in people, right? And I match people's tone. If you're going to be rude with me, I'm going to be instantly just as rude as you are, right? Because it's rude, you know what I mean? I'm not going to be nice to you. You're just rude to me. But I feel like when people are in a position of work that they like, a dream, a job that they love, that doesn't happen, right? A person that loves doing that and greeting people, they're going to know everybody that works in that building. They're going to have greeted all those people that walk in their door and know, oh, he's on 17th floor. I know exactly who you're talking about. He's wearing this today. You know what I mean? I eat at the same place every day. Have for a year straight. I know everybody that's in there. They know me by that name. Some of them, I know they hate their job. You know what I mean? They barely know my name. I sit at the same table. You know, you can tell. The people that love their job come over. They sit with you for a minute. They say, how's your day going? They talk about their life. It's a moment in their life that's precious to them, rather than, I just need this $15 this hour. Right. You know what I mean? And I think more conversations like we're having now is how, if we have any hope to get away from the violent world we're moving towards, to go about that way.
I agree.
Thank you for sitting down with me.
Of course, thank you.
If you wanted to give yourselves a shout out so that people could follow you, how can they find you if you wanted to?
I'm on Instagram, Daria Nadine _ on Instagram.
LANA _ADE. Yeah, find me on Instagram. That's my thing for everything. So if you have any social media, that's it.
All right, well, they'll be seeing you this week. Thanks, guys, for sitting down.
Thank you.
Yeah. Dan, nice to meet you. Theo, very nice to meet you. Where are you from, Theo? Souderton, okay, beautiful area. I used to do some work up there. What brings you to Philly on a Friday night?
I go to St. Joe's, so just down the street.
Okay. What are you doing on a Friday night, though? I know school's not in session.
Just hanging out, having some fun.
Okay. What's your favorite thing to do on a Friday night, like in Philly? Like, what is fun for you?
What's fun for me? Just hanging out with friends, seeing people I haven't seen all week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What is your favorite area of Philadelphia? Have you spent some time in here now that you're, here?
Yeah, I like South Philly for the cheesesteaks.
Okay.
To be honest.
Okay, what's a good cheesesteak for you?
Jim, or no, not Jim. Sorry, John's Roast Pork.
John's
Best
Roast
cheesesteak
Pork.
in Philly.
Okay.
Best cheesesteak in Philly.
What makes it the best cheesesteak? Like, what stands out about it?
They've just been doing what they're doing for a long time. They got the best cheesesteaks. They got great roast pork sandwiches. They got all the fixings that you need. Hot
Okay.
peppers, pickles, dress it up, whatever.
What's your cheesesteak order when you go?
Regular cheesesteak, sharp provolone, fried onions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What is one of the wildest things you've seen in all of Philadelphia?
One of the wildest things I've seen in all of Philadelphia.
Like something you just saw and you're like, dang, dude, that's Philly.
Oh man, I don't know. A lot of very passionate Eagles fans. A lot of
Yeah.
fights breaking out. Yeah.
Yeah,
at
we do
tailgates.
love our sports, huh?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay. What is one dream you're chasing?
One dream I'm chasing. I'm trying to become a pharmacist.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm
What-
in school for that.
What makes you want to be a pharmacist? It's such a unique one.
Yeah, I just want to help people, you know?
Okay.
Help people feel better with the medications they're taking. Help people, you know, be the best they can be.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
What is one piece of life advice you could give it out to the people out there?
One piece of life advice. Take whatever risk you want to.
Okay.
You know, you're only going to get one shot. You might as well try to do everything you want to.
Amen. Amen.
Yeah.
Amen. Well, if you could give yourself a shout out if you want to.
I don't know.
You don't have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just a guy.
Thanks for sitting down with us. I appreciate your time.
Thank you for interviewing. This is cool.
Yeah. Dan, nice to meet you.
Hi, Dan. I'm Shelby.
Shelby.
I'm Dave.
Dave, very nice to meet you, Shelby and Dave. Where are you guys from?
Originally from New York, but I'm living here in Manayunk.
Okay, what part of New York?
Suffolk County.
Oh, I don't know.
Long Island.
Okay,
sorry.
okay.
I'm from outside of Philly,
Okay.
Montgomery County.
Okay, Montgomery. What do you think the difference between like Long Island, very, very high bustle compared to Philadelphia?
Long Island's not very high bustle.
No?
Suffolk County's not. No, it's very
Okay.
suburbs type.
Okay.
I'm very conservative.
There's a large crowd coming.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking
It's very liberal here, which is nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you? Do you see a difference between Monaco and Philly?
It's about the same, honestly. Monco's a little bit quieter. Philly's obviously a little bit more hectic, as you're about to see in like 2 seconds.
Whole crowds. You know what's crazy? I do this. Huh?
St. Joe's, right? St. Joe's?
Yeah.
They close down South Street from 10 to 2 a.m. every
Really?
Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, they
Between
do.
5th and whatever the last street is. And it's not this active.
So what is this for?
So,
I'm
so I put this on YouTube. I filmed for the news for years, and I feel like our generation doesn't really watch the news, right?
No.
That's fair. Yeah.
You're right.
100%.
How did you know that we were part of your generation?
Well, I
Because
mean,
we're not trying to get them to buy you?
no, I mean,
Yeah,
just,
it's true.
No,
yeah.
It's pretty easy to tell at this point.
Yeah, I have eyes. I think we still need to be able to talk and hear from one another, right? And
Yeah.
without
Yeah.
scrolling on the feed and just seeing
Yeah.
like somebody's opinion, right, that somebody
Yep.
else has shared, right? So I want to be able to use the equipment and the affordability that the news has given me, right, to kind of give a new spin on the news, like a more video journalism, right? So
I
like
like that, yeah.
people come out and I talk and I ask, you know, what are your dreams? Are you chasing them? A piece of life advice, what you love to do in Philly. More of like, I think the people younger than us need a invitation to do something, right? Like
Yeah.
they're like, what's there to do on a Friday night other than buy you, right? The bar, right? What is there to do? Well, who's all out? What's going on?
Yeah.
Is it fun? You can literally hear from people like yourselves, Shelby and Dave, and you guys can be the, you know, consumer reporters on what fun there is to do in Philadelphia.
I like that. I
Yeah,
think that's
it's a
a
great
good.
idea.
I think that's a really great idea.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
What brings you guys to Philly?
Personally, I came for the job and family,
Okay.
but I've made a very great group of friends through my job.
Okay.
I love it. I lived in Manhattan Manhattan before here. I do miss Manhattan for like different senses, but I do love it here.
Okay. I was just in Manhattan. I couldn't get a single person to sit down. 47th and 9th.
Really?
1,000 people probably walked by.
And nobody took the time.
Nobody. Some people asked about
I'm
it.
not shocked.
I was
However,
very shocked.
I'm not shocked only because people have better things to do.
I guess, yeah. A lot of them were tourists. You're still. I was like right outside Times Square, like 2 blocks
That's
down.
why. I think if you would have went closer to West Side Highway, but not on West Side Highway.
I have no idea what West Side
Maybe
Highway
West
is.
Village, quieter place, more neighborhoody.
Okay.
You would have gotten more people.
Okay.
More willing people because no one's gonna do. Because then they just think that you're with the rest of whoever's trying to get you to shop or whatever.
And sell something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you caught us on a specifically random night, so.
Oh yeah.
You lost a light.
I did lose a light.
My light.
Yeah, the lighting
Look
is
at the
fun.
grace right now.
Oh wow.
Oh, you're back. You look way tanner than you actually are, bro.
I know, it's really actually incredible. The camera's doing a lot for me right now.
It's because you're in that depth.
Oh, this is sick. I'm gonna stay in this depth for a little bit because I'm probably way more pale than I come off. So this is great.
What brings you to Philly, Dave?
So I grew up like 30, 40 minutes outside the city, and
Okay.
then I ended up going to Temple.
Okay.
And then after graduation, I decided to stay in the city, and I've kind of been in and out ever since. It's fun. I always have like this. Every time I move home, I'm like move back home, I'm like, oh fuck, I miss the city. I like want to go back. But when I'm in the city, I get burned out pretty quickly.
What burns you out about the city?
It's kind of the same thing over and over again. Like it's a smaller city. It's not like Manhattan or like any of these other bigger cities, but you kind of find yourself going to the same thing over and over again, and it's just like a cycle.
I agree with that. I've been branching more out into Manhattan and New York because, like, I feel like it's the same active population, other than like where the college kids hang out.
Yeah.
If you go to different activities and niches in the city, like communities, you see the same general faces over and over.
Yeah.
You're
Me
like,
too.
you were just in yoga class, and you were just at tightrope walking. It's the same people that are active, right?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just a very small city, so you see them, right?
100%.
And I feel like that's a good thing, right?
It could be.
You know,
yeah, depending what you're looking for, yeah.
Right. You know, some of us do like new all the time.
It can be like some people strive for like the comfy cozy, and it's hard to get that in the city. But if you're in a smaller city and you recognize familiar faces, it can give you comfy cozy. Where I don't really care about comfy cozy, and I do miss Manhattan in those ways.
Okay.
Where
Now,
like I don't care about seeing familiar faces, but
what was a more fun thing to do in Manhattan that you can't really?
the variety.
Okay.
The variety, and I was just telling him tonight how I was like, there's so many different areas in Philadelphia, but it is a small city, so in those different areas there's a lot more, it's a higher probability that you would enter like a crappy area, whereas in Manhattan there's so many areas that you knew would be like somewhat okay. More area, more neighborhoods, more variety. And in that neighborhood, you'd find like every good restaurant of every type of cuisine. And here it's like you have to go up here to get a good restaurant and down there to get a good restaurant. And
So everything's more localized in Manhattan.
in every little neighborhood in Manhattan, everything is localized. You can find everything that you want in your neighborhood.
Is that so? Like you don't have to drive? Like no, I feel
You
like
definitely
nobody.
don't have to drive, but I mean, I love taking the subway. It was really great and convenient, but it's just, it's different there.
Okay.
It doesn't feel so big when you're able to appreciate it.
I agree. I feel like it's overwhelming every time I go and look at
It
that
is.
skyline. Even You're
It
just like,
takes,
whoa.
once you, so I never thought that I'd be a city girl until I moved there. And then
Okay.
I was there for 2 years and I loved it.
Did you have a vehicle there, or you walked everywhere?
I just subwayed.
Okay.
And I walked and I biked. I biked a lot.
So I feel like that's where I go wrong. Every time I go into New York, I
can't
have
drive.
Yeah, I have
No.
to
Just ditch
find
it, yeah.
parking
Oh,
or
dude.
like.
No.
Yeah.
It's a
Park
stress
outside.
that you're adding to yourself.
The subway system's pretty easy.
It's so easy. Like once you.
If you have the app, it is so easy.
But is it not dangerous?
I would say, to me, I feel like it's safer than Philly's.
Oh, for sure. The subway
Yeah.
system here compared to the subway system there is a lot.
Well,
This here
it's
is
the
crazy.
Badlands here. Like
It's
you could
rough.
get macheted here.
It's rough.
And you can there, but the likelihood is so much less.
I'd take the Market Frankfurt line every day for work when I lived in Northern Liberties, and
Okay.
I saw some shit. Like,
I bet.
it was rough. And
I bet.
it was. I saw more on that subway than I did at 4 years at Temple, and everybody talks about how crazy that neighborhood is, and it's like,
Yeah.
it's protected because there's police everywhere at Temple.
Right. And it's a university too.
It's a
so it has
university,
to be.
and they really do their job to like make sure everything's good over there. But the Market Frankfurt line, go ride that a couple days in a row. It's rough.
Yeah,
man.
I
It's rough.
wouldn't. I wouldn't
Yeah.
at
The
all.
New York City subways, the subways aren't bad. It's the right when you're getting on. It's
Like the terminal.
It's the terminal.
Okay.
Okay.
It's the terminal. It's the staircase.
Hey,
it's
Trump, let's get it, baby.
not a chance, my guy.
So you think if they cleaned up the entranceway of the terminal and the subway, then the subway would be A-okay?
It would be a tiny bit more fun.
It's cool to see how different people and crowds interact with the camera.
I love
100%. Yeah.
Like, notice how happy they are.
Yeah. Well, they were kind of happy to support Trump too. It's perspective, I guess.
That's crazy. I was not
We were just
expecting
talking about
that.
that too, honestly.
That
so.
was crazy. I was not expecting the Trump thing over there.
Do you guys follow the political stuff?
Not as much as I should, honestly.
Okay, so I went to
Enough
my
to
first.
where I know.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we went to our first ever Trump rally to film. We
Where'd you
went,
go?
huh?
Where'd you go?
The Philly one before he got shot in the ear.
I was gonna say, did you go to the Pittsburgh
No,
one?
no. And we went with a couple other YouTubers,
Okay.
and one of them, they like trolling people. I'm more like video journalism. They're more like internet trollers. But they got their own art and they are respected for it. But the guy Jimmy, right? He kind of showed me the very contrast to the Biden supporters and Trump supporters of how they treat one another, right? And Elon Musk actually shared his video, right? He put a shirt on that said Biden, right? And he went over to the Trump side and got their reaction, right? And they just laughed at him, right? His shirt said Biden sniff children or something like that. This was still when Biden was running, right? And then he went over to the Trump supporters wearing like a Trump, over to the Biden supporters wearing like a Trump shirt. And he got water bottles thrown at him, water sprayed on him. Some guy tried to like kiss him, and tackle him. It was a wild video. It was so wild that Elon Musk had reshared it.
I
And
need
was
to see
like,
that.
you know,
Yeah, that's awesome.
And it was just crazy to see. Like I film all over, and it's rare. It's actually more Temple that I see the most violent things.
Really?
at.
Yeah, I mean, that's.
Yeah. And it's not ever in the campus. It's right on the outskirts,
Yeah,
like
of
Cecil
course,
B. and
yeah.
Broad, but it's just. It was. I'm not a very political person, but it was wild to see how the Trump people just laughed it off. They even welcomed him into the thing. They were hiding him so he could change his
You
shirt.
must
right?
have gotten a good amount of area. I feel like it's kind of hard to be a Trump supporter in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
It's a pretty democratic area, so I feel like if you're a Trump supporter, you have to be somewhat mellow.
Well, don't get me wrong. There were some unmellow Trump supporters. They were outside screaming across the street at Biden's, like calling them racist. They were both calling racist, fascist across the street. There was no clear communication, but he got assaulted on one side, and then on the other side, he was literally just videotaped and laughed at. Right? There was a huge difference of like, and I'm not saying
two
anything
extremes.
political. Right? Exactly. Which. We should never, as people, allow it to get to that way. Whether you support Biden or Kamala Harris or Trump or whoever, you should never treat
your other fellow Philadelphian
Yeah,
like
exactly.
like that just because of their views. And
Yeah.
I just watched a Rob Snyder video where like he said it best, like we need to protect the speech that you hate to hear, right?
Yeah.
Because that's what you need to hear. The stuff you like to hear, everybody's going to want to hear forever, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
that's a good point. Yeah.
you know,
Fair.
we need protected things, and I value a lot, like, you guys love this, right? You're dealing with the public. Anytime I set this up, like, even in New York City, I got it, like, the police will come and say, I can't do this, or I need a permit. That's their one line they love to go to. I'm like, since when does the media need a permit?
You don't.
Right. So it's always
freedom of speech.
right, but there's always somebody trying to shut it down.
Yeah, of
right.
course.
Whatever is going on, and I feel like we need to talk more. Everybody.
Yeah.
You know, if
Yeah.
there was less, war, there would be more communication. Right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Transparency
for
is
sure.
key.
Yeah. What is one thing you guys are chasing in life, like a dream?
Ooh, that's broad.
Oh,
Yeah.
you don't have one good dream you're kind of like going after?
I don't know. It's like a loaded question.
Happiness?
Yeah.
Happiness, because there's gonna be a big variation. A lot of these, I've talked to a lot of the young college kids, so hearing their
Going to
dreams
the bayou?
compared
Oh,
to
yeah.
somebody that's worked for the
Honestly,
5
yeah.
years, 10 years of life, what I mean?
Happiness for sure. Not saying
Okay.
that I don't have it now, which I do, but I would never stop chasing that. I think that's number one for sure.
What does happiness mean to you? Like, what is happiness? What does that look like to you? To me, happiness is a bunch of bikes, an airplane to put them in and fly them somewhere. You know what I mean? What is your version of
Happiness changes every day.
Okay.
It can mean, certain days I feel like it might be a certain type of music, the next day it's the next, but it's whatever I feel that day, and I'll make sure that I listen to my brain and make myself happy in some sort of way.
Amen.
Yeah.
What about you, Dave?
Honestly, for me, it's just, I agree with Shelby on the fact that, like, you're always going to chase it, right? Like, I feel like I'm relatively happy right now.
Okay.
On the other side of that, like, we were talking about jobs, and sometimes I feel like my job isn't fulfilling. And so, like, that's one thing that I'm, like, kind of, I guess now I'm looking at where I'm like, I want to chase that. I feel like I'm in a flow state. I'm being fulfilled. Like, I'm adding value somewhere, and I'm making a difference.
You do spend a majority of your life working.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's very important to love what you do, or you're going to be miserable a majority of your life.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
What is one piece of life advice you could offer to the people out there that you guys have used in your downtime? I know. What do we loud bread today? And cobblestone.
Gotta wait for the bread.
I was gonna say you could chase
Gotta
the
wait for
bread.
those buns.
Yeah, you could chase the bread, stack the bread.
Listen to your gut.
Okay.
Your gut's never wrong.
Okay.
That's fair. I would agree. It's a good one. I feel like I'm not qualified to give this advice.
What's this one?
I've gotten advice from a broad spectrum of people, so.
Any advice is good advice.
All right. If it's different, a lot of people aren't gonna like it, but still do it anyway.
Ooh, love
So,
that.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
You're gonna get a lot of shit regardless, so might as well just
Dye
do it
your hair
anyway.
pink
Or silver.
or silver.
Yeah.
Get that nose piercing.
Just do it.
Watch that anime.
Get the Shrek tattoo. Who cares?
It's your
Wear
life.
that cattail.
Oh, that's a good one. Cattail would be sick.
Wear that cattail. Be different.
Yeah.
Be different. Yeah, I like that.
Anything else you want to say to the people, or give yourself a shout out?
No, but I love these cameras. It makes me look so tan.
I know, I look really tan. I'm pale as shit.
You look so good. You
I know, I actually-
You look like you might be from down south. More south
Oh, that's
than
epic.
America.
Yeah, no, I am pale as shit. This camera's
you look
lying
like
to
you
you.
might be a little bit of Hispanic.
Do you remember on the mirrors on cars it used to say this thing may be closer than it appears?
Oh yeah.
That's what
I
I should
have
put
that
at
on
the
my
bottom.
car.
You do?
Yeah, it's on your passenger side mirror if you have an old car.
Yeah, I didn't think they put
Which
that on
mine
the
is
new
2020.
mirrors
That's not that old. Mine's older than yours.
Mine's 2020. But if you have, if you don't have like certain, perks in your car, it'll still say that in your passenger side mirror.
They're like, this mirror is old and janky. It's not
Yep,
right.
things in mirror are closer than they appear.
They should just put Funhouse mirror.
Honestly.
They should.
They should.
They so should.
Well, thank you, Shelby and Dave,
No, of
for
course,
sitting
thank
down.
you. This
I
is
appreciate
Thank you so much. This
taking
was
time.
awesome.
Yeah. Dan, nice to meet you.
What's up, Q?
Q?
Yeah.
Nick, very nice to meet you guys. What? What's so funny?
Man, listen, man, Manayunk.
Manayunk is funny?
Manayunk.
Okay. What brings you out on a Friday night?
Trying to have some fun.
Okay. What's your version of fun? What do you do for fun?
Get a couple drinks, man.
Couple drinks.
Meet some new people.
Raise the temperature a little bit.
Okay, what's that mean?
Get the temperature risen a little bit, you know.
Get everybody on our level.
Reach the checkpoint by the end of the night. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel ya.
Checkpoint by the end of the night.
What is the craziest thing you've ever seen in Philly?
You don't mind the weed?
Nope, not at all.
Yeah.
I support it.
Amen.
Amen.
Got to, amen.
I got.
Oh shit, in the boot.
In the boot.
Oh man.
That's how you don't have to say anything when you're in other countries. You just put on shorts and walk the beach, and they come to you,
They
bro.
come to you. They see you. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. What you say about Philly?
So what's the craziest thing you've ever seen in Philly?
Dang, what's the craziest thing I ever seen in Philly? What's the craziest thing you've ever seen in Philly?
Like you saw it and you were like, "Dang, only in Philly does that happen."
Oh no.
Damn. That's a crazy.
There's
Dang.
a lot of crazy shit.
Yeah, it's a lot of crazy stuff.
There's probably some crazy shit happening right now.
Give me an example so I know what to go off of. Like, you know.
Okay, so
That you saw
last
crazy.
week I saw a chick naked beating in a car hood with a
The
walkie-talkie
craziest-
radio.
No, listen, the craziest. Now in University City, girls and boys, they walking around butt ass naked.
What?
Butt ass naked.
Where? In University
In
City?
University City.
On the regular?
Bikes.
I'm talking about
On the bikes.
Yes, bro.
Bikes.
That happened last week.
Yeah.
Got the
August
ass cracks out on the
24th.
bikes, man.
Happens every year.
Got the ass cracks out on the bikes, man. That's some
Females
crazy
out
shit.
there,
Hundreds of
coochie
people.
out.
This is what happened.
Are you
I
gonna
told
see
you
that in
somebody
New
was
York?
beating in a car
Do they
hood.
do that shit in New York?
No.
They don't do that shit in New York.
They do it in LA.
That's some
dance
Philly
in
shit.
They
New
do
York.
it in
They
Florida.
dance in New York.
Yeah, they dance in New York. Hold on. Yeah,
They
yeah.
do it in
that's some
Chicago too.
Philly- In Chicago? They do it in Chicago?
They do it a whole bunch of places. Not New York though. I don't. Maybe too many bad things happen in New York. Maybe too many people to be naked.
Yeah, it's too many.
A lot of people in New York.
A lot of rats too.
Yeah.
Alright, okay. You gotta be careful out here. You get hit going in the street.
Yeah, they've been riding up and down the street for the last 2 hours, dude. Same dude, same car.
Same dude, same car.
Same car. They were here. They were here for a minute, dude.
Yo, they stick shift they Audi, yo. Bro, they like 10 deep in that joint.
Wow.
So, what is the coolest part of Philadelphia to you guys? Like, what's your
Coolest part of
favorite
Philly?
part? Like,
Our energy.
Life the coolest part.
Our
You
energy.
experience everything.
Philadelphia though. You know, like we got a different type of energy.
Y'all wanna join?
We have a different type of energy than anyone else.
nah, she don't like me no more.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh shit. You
Long
interviewed her?
time.
That's cool.
Something is shout that. I don't know. Spanish name. I don't know how to pronounce it. Long time. She has a lot of snakes, like snakes and lizards.
Wait,
The
you know
chick
her?
that just walked.
Do you know a lot of people that walk in the borough?
Nah, I've been in Philly a long time, so it's rare for me.
What's
to,
up? This is a
Podcast.
podcast.
It's a podcast. We
Say
talk
what's up.
about
Say what's up.
Philadelphia.
So introduce yourself.
Introduce
Hi,
yourself.
I'm Iris.
Okay.
Okay, Larry.
Larry.
Yep.
No, not Larry.
Larry. Laris.
It's Iris.
Iris.
Like,
Iris.
like the I, but it's actually a
Where
flower.
you get Larry
That's a
from?
very
I
beautiful
thought
name.
it
Do you
said
know
Larry.
what?
I thought it was an L in it. I was just Laris.
You said Laris? That's crazy.
Do you
Iris,
know what
what's-
country that's from?
Iris? I don't know. I just know it's
This
like a
live right
flower.
now?
Do you guys
Oh,
know
yeah.
the flower?
On here?
You could insert a picture of the
On
flower.
that Instagram?
Yep.
All right,
yeah,
we gonna put it
this
right
is-
where you
no,
said.
no. You want to sit down with them?
can talk about.
There's no more chairs.
Oh, I can produce chairs.
No more
I got chairs.
What are you guys
That's your
talking
friend?
about?
So we talk about life. We talk about Philly.
Introduce yourself to the
Introduce
podcast.
yourself.
Don't.
Iris already introduced herself.
Iris
Yeah.
introducing herself.
Oh, should I introduce myself?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Hi, I'm Megan.
Megan.
Okay,
Megan and
Megan,
Iris.
Megan.
All right.
So
Megan and Iris.
Y'all from
so
Philly?
we're
No.
Where y'all
What
from?
are you talking about?
so
From Long Island, New York.
Really?
Damn.
Utah?
What, long
No,
way
I'm from like an hour north.
Wow, an hour north.
From Allentown.
okay,
Yeah.
beautiful area. So I talk to people about
That's
what
like
brings them
30
out to
minutes.
Philly, what they love to do on a Friday night,
Okay.
some of their dreams in
Introduce
life.
yourself, man.
Name's Chris.
Introduce yourself.
Thomas Jefferson University. What's up,
Yeah,
guys?
yeah. What's
Okay.
up, man?
Hey,
Thomas
what's up?
Jefferson,
What's
man.
up?
Get
There
that
you go.
money.
There you go.
Yep.
So Ricky, come on.
Iris is also
Can you hear all this?
Introduce yourself. Go
What's
ahead.
up? I'm Ricky. I go to Thomas Jefferson.
What's going on, y'all?
Hey, Ricky the man.
Hey,
What's up with
what's
y'all?
up,
Yo, they call me
Jefferson?
IB. I'm from Chestnut.
My name's Chico, man. From PG County, Maryland, man.
Put PG on the map and shit.
Bro,
What's
what you
going
saying?
on?
What you saying?
So, what we talk about
Right,
is
just baseball.
Philadelphia,
Just baseball.
why
We
people
gonna
come
whoop
to
your
Philadelphia,
asses,
what they love about Philadelphia, and we talk about life. So, dreams, what you're chasing, what you love to do in life. What are some things you wish you could see changed in Philadelphia in everyday life?
So should we hop into it?
Absolutely.
All right.
Yeah.
Quick question. How often do you guys come to Philly?
Oh well, our school's right up the street.
Oh, yeah.
So
yeah, yeah.
we live in Manayunk. Yeah, we live in
Oh,
Manayunk.
okay, okay.
And then.
Like it down here?
So, if you guys don't mind waiting, I'll finish up their interview and then,
Okay, so
Wait, no, go
They
ahead.
can join. They can
join.
join.
This is a joint interview.
Okay.
This is a joint
Yeah.
interview.
Sit on down.
Okay, we're joined.
This is a joint interview.
We're joined.
Wait.
Get the other chair.
Yo,
Hello.
Everybody get chair. Everybody get chair.
Wait, this is crazy. This is crazy.
Oh, right here, right here. Okay.
Where do you want to be? You want to be next to your friend? Can I steal that chair from you?
Hello,
Thank
Philly.
you, thank you.
Hello.
Yeah, y'all want to join? Y'all already
This goes
introduced
up on the
yourself too.
There's no more chairs.
They can stand in the back.
Huh?
Oh, they're also from Jefferson.
YouTube.
It goes right to
Jefferson?
Jefferson, yeah.
Jefferson.
Oh, wait.
Jefferson.
I know them.
I know them.
My fault.
First, you guys. Where are we going?
I only know Gab.
Can you see me?
Yes.
we see you.
All right, perfect.
Can you hear me? Cool. So, what brings you guys out to Philly? We already heard
College.
from these gentlemen. College.
Let them talk though. That's
Yeah.
what they're here for.
Same for me. I'm
Yeah,
also
we're
here for
college.
college,
Yeah.
and so is Iris.
So, what is the craziest thing you've seen in Philadelphia since you've been in Philly?
Probably like a half dead body. I have no idea. Like
What do you mean? That's crazy. What?
That was
Why do
crazy.
you only see half? Where was the other half?
well, no, the half was like I don't know if it was for sure dead. Like it was like
Well, I don't know.
You also saw like a dead bird, right?
I just feel like I see like and like
I don't.
Can we
I feel like
revisit
it's
this half-dead body?
it's a, yeah.
What? Where did you see a half-dead body?
That was like driving to like Kensington, like that area. Yeah.
Okay.
That,
Makes sense.
that area was
This is
crazy in itself. I
podcast.
was
We're
like,
getting on
okay.
podcast.
Yeah, this is podcast.
That's
Yeah.
wild.
We're going viral on
Yeah.
Twitch. We're going
Crazy
viral on
area. I
Twitch.
feel like I was
We're
like,
going viral on Twitch.
So what's your favorite part of No, we're not. What's your favorite part of Philadelphia
Live.
so far?
I like Manayunk. I also
what's up, everybody watching?
I like all Philly. I mean, I like
I just love
Center
the-
City. Like
Okay.
I love the environment, the sports teams.
yeah,
There's so much energy here.
downtown.
Yes. Just, I feel like there's never a dull moment.
No, there isn't. There's always something going on. Unlike where I live, I feel like that's why I came here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is one thing you guys all wish you could change about Philly? Like one thing you guys have all experienced.
Nothing. He said nothing.
That's
Leave it how it
crazy.
is.
It's the best.
Leave it how it is.
It's the best.
That nice weather.
So there's nothing, not traffic, potholes.
Actually, not.
Potholes could
I
be
would
the
probably change the traffic. I mean, my sister used to live in like South Philly, and I like commuted like when I
was going to see her. The traffic was terrible, but also like I think there's a lot of other things, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay. Like Kensington.
Traffic is a.
Well, I mean that's.
No, but like,
you just threw out the craziest.
But
shit.
no, I mean I had to drive through there. It was
craziest shit. Like.
I would say
We
I
do some
was
potholes
there.
too.
It was like
potholes all the time.
an eye opener, but
What you think?
you know.
What you think?
Philly wouldn't be Philly without Kensington.
It was true.
Philly wouldn't be Philly without potholes.
Without everything.
Exactly.
Philly wouldn't
Without
be Philly.
everything,
That's
we could
like
change.
Philly wouldn't be Philly without the Eagles. It's like the
Okay.
same stuff. You feel me?
Okay. What is one of your guys' dreams? What's a dream you guys are chasing?
I want to make it to the NFL.
Like in life.
In life.
Yeah. Like one thing that gets you out of bed, that motivates you in everyday life, and
Actually, not the NBA.
I don't know.
The NBA?
Just to like
Yeah, I want to make it to the
keep
NBA.
getting
got
every
hoop
day, like
I'll fry
keep
anyone.
going to class,
We
keep
could talk
getting a
about it, too.
degree.
Yeah,
to,
my
like,
degree. Like I
hopefully
get
get,
that.
like,
Yeah.
I know
a
you
well-educated career in the future.
Too late out here.
Make some money and.
I got my boss
Whenever,
sneak.
whenever.
I got my boss sneak.
And I think
Really trying to
Thomas
play.
Jefferson's helping me do that.
that's good. What is
No, I think my degree. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, my degree. At
Can't fry him. Can't fry him.
They should use this as an ad for Thomas Jefferson.
Go to Thomas Jefferson.
Thomas Jefferson.
Just
is
kidding.
the way
Do
to
not.
go.
It's the boringest school ever.
It's been awesome my first week.
Oh, has it? Oh, good for you.
Where'd
So,
you come
wait.
from?
What?
What school were you originally at?
I was at this place called Manayunk.
That's
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, that's
Wait, where is that again?
It's in Emmitsburg, Maryland. It's like middle of like Florida.
Oh wait, I know. Yeah, I know that school.
So what is?
Not me saying I know it, but yeah, I do know.
Are you guys in college?
Yeah, I go to Pitt.
Okay. Pittsburgh University.
No. Pitt. Pennsylvania Institute of Technology.
Okay. Cool. What is one thing that you wish college would teach you, but you haven't learned yet? Like one thing, like a lot of colleges, it's a very base curriculum, right?
Yeah,
like
Probably about my money, like finances, that stuff. I have fucking no
Also,
idea.
just
take
what
finance
that stuff
classes.
Real life.
I probably
experiences.
should. I like
feel
have
like they
no
teach
idea
you,
how
They
to
teach you
like.
about
I don't
that.
even have a credit card yet.
Actual,
That's
like,
so upsetting.
This is what
So
you're gonna interfere with.
I'm so
you know
behind.
What I'm saying? Like this, what you're gonna.
I'm so behind. I need a finance guy.
yeah.
But also money. I don't know what my. I don't know what my money will look like.
All right, I'm out.
I'm out too.
You guys want to give yourself a shout out before you leave?
Shout out Megan Avanzato. Sorry.
My name's Iris Gluck. Don't confuse it with you know what.
Megan Avanzato, we out, boy.
If you follow on. So where are you guys from?
I'm from New York.
New York.
I'm from Philadelphia.
Philadelphia. What brings you to Philly from New York?
School.
School? How do you like it so far?
Good.
What do you like about Philly?
Really the environment, you know. People here are nice. It's a great time.
How long you been here?
A week.
Oh, fresh.
Yeah.
What's the craziest thing you've seen this week?
That's your answer. Nothing too crazy so far. I mean, there was a girl passed out in my suite bathroom yesterday, but yeah, she was just. I woke up, she was on the floor in my bathroom. I don't know how she got there, but she was in there. Yeah.
Did you poke her with a stick and wake her up?
Yeah. my boy was like, yeah, what's the matter with you? You got to get out of here. And she was like, all right, yeah. It's you know it's like what the stray cat brought in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Such a calm, casual conversation. Like, hey, wake up, get off my bathroom floor.
Yeah, you gotta get out of here. She Ubered home. Yeah.
I gotta take a piss right now.
Yeah. It's in our suite, like so someone had to let her in. I don't know fucking how she got in there, but
Well,
yeah.
What is one piece of life advice you could give to people that you've used throughout life?
Take advantage of the opportunities that you get. You know, make own opportunities for yourself, because, you know, in life no one's gonna help you out besides yourself. So you just got to help yourself out. You know.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
I agree. Yeah, meet as many people as you can. Do as many things as you
You
can.
know, be outgoing, take risks. You know, take a chance. You know, if you fail, you fail. You know.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the worst that could happen? But if you succeed,
you never know where you go.
Okay, you guys ready for a hot topic?
Yeah.
Who parties better, men or women?
Men.
Men? They party hardy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They drink more, you know. Not as much to argue about, no drama, no nothing like that. It's just about having a good time.
So Saturday night, it's a party night. Who are you going out with? The boys or a bunch of women that ask you out to party?
The boys and a couple of chicks, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That's a hard decision, man. That's a hard decision. All right,
Uber's
thanks
here.
for sitting
Just
down
me.
with us.
Thank
You're
you.
Dan? Yes.
I'm
If you
Tyler.
follow us on Instagram, you can see it.
Let's start.
So, what do you guys love about Philly?
That everybody just like is so accommodating to each other, and everybody talks to each other. It's like a full community.
It is like
I live in Springfield, and everybody's like little like snobs. Sorry.
Can we erase that, Gabby? That was not good. You can't say that. You can't say that on Instagram.
All right.
It's wild what I've had people say on Instagram.
I know, but that because if you were sober and you said that, you wouldn't be okay with it. So I'm not gonna let you say that because you would be upset by it. All right. I will say Philly is. On what you said, Philly is very accepting. They're
Okay.
accepting on all genders, all religions, no matter what. And I think it's very welcoming. Compared to other cities, like, no matter who you are, what you believe in, like, you will be accepted no matter what. And I think that's beautiful. I think that's, like, that's what every person wants in a city.
Amen.
She's perfect. I would have said the whole entire spiel, but perfect. I only made the one sentence.
All right, but well, basically that, like, in Philly, like, you're never gonna, and if you approach someone who is against your beliefs, like, that's very rare, and someone will always believe in what you believe. Basically, you will always. Philly's very liberal, so if you're liberal and with your beliefs, like, you will be accepted, no matter who you are, what you believe in. No matter what, whatever religion you believe in, you'll be accepted. It's alright.
Yeah, it's always accommodating and loving.
No one should ever feel outcasted, ever. And if you're like a minority, like, I hope you don't feel like a minority. You shouldn't. You believe
She's
in
an
what you believe.
all-star.
And
She's an all-star.
That's beautiful. Everyone should believe in what they believe, and that's all that matters.
Okay.
Basically.
What's your favorite thing to do in Philly?
Ooh, walk around and just like
walk around.
exist. Like, seriously, if you walk around, everybody's just like so accepting and loving, and it's like you can walk around and like say, "Oh, there's a store," and
the city is really
You can
beautiful.
talk.
No matter where you walk, like, there's always going to be someone who, if you ask, like, where's a good, like, clothing store or whatever, someone's always going to be welcoming and tell you where, like, a good clothing store is. Like,
have a conversation.
This whole city is very welcoming. They will always tell you where something is, something good for you. And I really think that's beautiful. Someone should be very opening about that, and I think you should be able to get what you want out of that. And I've always been able to go somewhere and feel welcome and feel accepted. So it's a beautiful city. It really
have a
is.
conversation and relate and just be like, oh,
Yeah.
I can go this place and
You can go anywhere and get what you need, basically.
Yeah.
There's so much diversity around here. You could get. I've gotten pet stuff. I've gotten, like, human stuff. Everything.
literally just adopted a cat.
I just adopted a cat, and
Aw,
I've been able to
congrats.
get everything I've ever needed from this street.
That's good. That's
Yeah.
good. So you've talked in such high praise of Philadelphia. Have you ever seen anything crazy while you've been here?
Yeah. Not from this street specifically.
Okay.
But from North Philly, you know, it's going to be a little dangerous.
Right.
It's going to be a little dangerous, especially if you're a woman,
Okay.
I would say. It's just knowing where you are, knowing how to be cautious, knowing who you're with. That's the perfect way to stay safe.
Okay.
If you are in a bad area that you know of, alone, of course you know you're not going to be perfectly safe. Usually you're going to be fine.
Right.
But you should plan ahead, always.
Okay.
Plan ahead. Make sure you're with people you trust.
come on, let's go.
And you'll always be good. I've never had a problem here. I've always been with people I trust. If you have people you trust, you know where you are, and you know routes to be safe, you will be perfectly fine. Perfectly fine.
Just have your proper tools to protect yourself.
So, what is the number one thing that kind of you love about Philadelphia, like in the community aspect of it? You've spoken a lot of like that people are very accepting, and I find that when you go to the communities, it's very niched out, and like people kind of fall into their niche. But what is one thing that makes Philly unique?
Honestly, like what I said before, diversity.
Okay.
Honestly, I fully believe that Philly is very diverse. No matter where you're from, no matter who you are, like they will be accepting of you no matter where you come from. If it's a bad area, you're still that person. It doesn't mean anything to you. I think that's
be
really
yourself.
yeah, just being yourself
Just,
is really
it doesn't
special.
matter what people like. If me personally, I always matter about people what people think of me or whatever. Just like it doesn't even matter. Just be yourself, seriously. And it doesn't even matter. Just be yourself. And it doesn't matter what you think people care about you or what you think the society's gonna think of you. Just
I think it's more so like diversity here is you are who you are, and that is perfectly fine. And I think that's beautiful because it doesn't matter what gender, what ethnicity you are who you are, and that's all that matters here, basically. I think that's beautiful because no matter what, you are accepted here. And I think that is 100% true.
Amen.
So I think that's really beautiful about Philly.
Okay. What is one piece of life advice you could give to the people out there?
I would say accept people as they are. Really, that's it. There is no reason to ever feel divided by people. I think every person is beautiful no matter what they are.
I would say don't care about what anybody else thinks. You're perfect the way you are. Like don't even care about what people say or what you think people are gonna say. Seriously, just live the way you want to live because when you live like 20 years from now, you're gonna be like, oh my god, I wish I did this, that, the other thing. Just wish you did anything. Just do it. Seriously.
And it's honestly like if you are 20 years from now and you said something, or if you were someone, you're gonna be like, I wish I said this 20 years from now because now that it's okay, I wish I said that before.
Yeah. Like, seriously,
and no
just
matter
do
what
it.
you say, you are a beautiful human being. You are a human being, no matter what. And I think every single human being deserves to have a voice. And you are that voice for that future. No matter what you say, you are the voice of the future. So you say what you want to say, and that's it. Doesn't
Amen.
matter what else.
And you're living just like the rest of us. Like,
Yep.
we're
Everyone
all
is human.
following life.
That's it.
Like it doesn't matter what people think of you. It's just live and talk to people and make friends and do all this shit. Like just live. Seriously.
Yeah.
Well,
do what you want.
Thank you guys for sitting
Of
out.
course.
And if you wanted to give yourselves a shout out, how can they find you? No? Okay.
I go
don't
to
even know.
Jefferson.
I'm on-
That's it.
Yeah.
Jefferson University. Go friends.
I'm Gabby Robinson on TikTok. I don't even know. Yeah. Seriously.
I couldn't say. But
If you
you
follow
should
us-
definitely follow them.
Of course. Just
100%.
Well, they do. That's how they can only see it.
You can only see it by following them. So follow them.
Well,
Seriously,
thank you
follow
very
them.
much.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate you guys.
Seriously.
Dan, nice to meet you.
I'm Nick. Nice to meet you as
Very
well.
nice to
like,
meet you.
Like the glasses as well.
Thanks, man. Thanks, man. So where are you from, Nick?
Originally?
Yeah.
York, Pennsylvania.
York, beautiful place. Beautiful place.
The city that never sleeps.
Is it?
That's what we call it.
Okay. I thought that was New York City.
That is New York.
Okay.
Regular York is where I'm
Okay.
from. Yeah.
What's the major difference you see between York and Philadelphia?
Ooh, that's a great question. Obviously the size, but the unity I see in Philadelphia.
Okay.
Just, especially behind the Eagles.
Okay.
I know that's like a cliche example.
No.
But just the way that Philadelphians, is that the
Yeah,
correct way to say it?
Philadelphians, yeah,
Get
yeah.
behind everything as like a community is just a little bit different.
The ride or die people.
In a good way. In a
Yeah,
good way.
yeah. What is your favorite thing to do in Philadelphia, Nick?
Oh my goodness. Honestly, probably just getting out and exploring Philadelphia. There's
Okay.
so much to explore, and like what I mean by that, the history. So
Okay.
I still I'm yet to see the Liberty Bell.
Really?
Been
It's
here
beautiful.
for like 5 years, and I
Beautiful
still haven't
place.
seen the Liberty Bell yet.
I think
do
it's free. You can go see it for free.
Right. It's not a money thing. It's just like a.
It is kind of inconvenient. Like, you can't park anywhere near there.
Yeah.
You got to walk
Yeah.
like super far. The lawn is huge.
Right.
Yeah.
But what I do like about Philly is the public transportation system. So
Really?
it's- Oh, I love it.
Really?
Love it.
Scary to me.
Is it? Is
Yeah,
it
yeah,
intimidating?
yeah.
Like.
No,
outside?
not intimidating. I think like dangerous, scary, dangerous.
Yes,
Yeah, very
okay.
dangerous. The public
Fair.
transit system.
Yeah, no, that's
yeah.
fair. Unfortunately.
Yeah, absolutely. Very
that's fair.
unfortunate. Any danger from human to human,
Yeah.
is an unfortunate
No,
thing. But
we don't condone
know.
that, and especially, and I can't speak from this perspective, but a female taking that.
Yeah, there's some wild shit that goes down.
From what I've heard, fortunately, and I hope I don't ever see this, is heard some stories, but I
Right.
do like I like taking it when I can because I think the septic system's good and whatnot. But yeah.
What is one thing you wish you could see changed in Philadelphia? Maybe something from York that you guys have a tradition there, or something that both places need to see a little change of?
It's a very good question. One I wasn't prepared to answer. One thing I'd like to see change in Philadelphia. I think, and I don't want this to be accepted in the wrong context, but
Okay.
I feel like Philadelphians can be a little more accepting of people that come and visit.
Yeah, we're very rude.
No, but which is nice if you're here and you understand that's how Philadelphians are.
Yeah.
But from like an outsider perspective, I feel like sometimes people that come and visit, it's like, oh, you're not from Philly? Well, like, get out. I feel like a little more accepting. Not saying that Philadelphia is not accepting because it's
right,
diverse. It's multiple. It's the city of brotherly love. But I feel like in some instances, what I've seen is that maybe just a little more accepting of outsiders, I guess.
Yeah, it's tough, and I do it too. I feel like, have you ever saved a spot for somebody, like a parking spot? You stood in a spot for somebody.
That's a great question. You don't save parking spots; they're so scarce.
Yeah.
No, fortunately, I don't think in that sense. I don't think I don't know if I've been in like a situation where I could save one, but would I absolutely would.
I've been in a few situations where I've saved one, and I've had people like try and pull in, and they get mad at you.
Yeah,
because you're like standing in the spot. And
what part of Delco are you from?
So I'm from Bucks County,
Okay.
like Trevose, and like
I caught a little whiff of the accent.
Yeah. I grew up around and in Philadelphia, but now I live in Philly, and it's quite the place. But a lot of outsiders,
Why use where it's at?
a lot of tourists, Philadelphia. Yeah.
Philly.
A lot of tourists. I run into them sometimes, and they'll be like, "You can't save a spot." And like Philly, it's kind of like Philly's GTA, I call it. Like, you can kind of do whatever you want. It's who will tell you no and who will back down first, right?
Oh, exactly. And yeah, like you said, Philly is the best and the worst place simultaneously at the same time.
Yep.
Which for me makes it the best place.
Yeah, and it's real. It's a real like it's life. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's corrupt. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? In its own special way. What is one dream that you're chasing?
That's a good question. I guess at my age, so I'm relatively young. I'd love to have a family at some point.
Okay.
Of my own. I
Okay.
love my family that I grew up with.
Right.
But would love to, settle down at some point, have a wife, have some kids, hopefully grow them up in this area just so that they can, have a little chip on their shoulder. I know, again, cliche answer, but
No, not at all.
that's the honest answer.
Do you
That
think
is
it's
the honest
harder for our generation than it was our parents?
answer. Much harder?
Why?
I think it's much harder. How easy it is or I guess with the rise of phones and everything, just how available it seems like you have to be at points.
Right.
I've heard so many stories of my parents' age. They go out to a bar, they meet somebody, they put their number on a napkin or something like that. More authentic than what it seems, and just in the text message age, I feel like it's a little bit. There's a lot going on, and I feel like there's other things just besides the texting. There's whole other layers to it.
And lives are more chaotic nowadays. You know what I mean?
I try to. Well, I'm on social media, but I try to limit it because I know it's not the healthiest thing. But so going back to the first question, I think it's a lot harder today just because it feels less authentic. Even though people have good intentions, I feel like it's hard to see the real intentions.
What is one piece of life advice you could give out to the people that's helped you through life?
So disclaimer before I answer this, I would not take life advice from me. I'm not a life financial
You're the second
advisor
person
or
to say
anything
this
like that.
tonight. Yeah. And the first person had some good life advice, now you got to beat
Nor
him.
do I have any good life advice to give, really. I haven't lived life enough, at this age. I'm young enough where, or I'm old enough where I've done some stuff, but I'm too young to be able to give some legit life advice, per se. That's a good. I don't want to shy away from the question, but honestly, I don't have.
Okay, that's okay.
I think
That's
I'm not experienced at life enough to be able to give.
It doesn't have to be an experience. It's just something that has helped you.
My life advice: put your phone away.
Okay.
Log off of social media. Do like one night if you're going out, just put your phone away, and there'll be anxiety, but at the end of the night you'll be happy as long as you know where you live and know how to make it home and whatnot. I guess that's the best.
Amen.
Nothing
Nick,
crazy.
right?
Yes.
Thank you very much for sitting down with us. If you wanted to give yourself a shout out, I know you're not too big on the social media.
I do not want to give myself a shout out, but I do want to shout out real_fall_risk.
Thanks, man. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate you, Nick.
Cheers.
And your time.
How'd you scare chicks away?
Did you see that?
Let's
go.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, dude, let's go.
It was your association.
Come on, bro. My hat.
No, who are you
I fuck with the
associated
hat.
with?
I love your guys'
associated
hats.
with LeBron James.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
more than LeBron.
No, I'm not associated with LeBron James. I'm associated with Kwame Brown.
Even no, it was a frat.
Come on, bro. It was. Fraternity.
Whatever.
All right.
It was a club.
Let's hit it.
Dan, nice to meet you.
Nick.
Nick, very nice to meet you.
Absolutely nice to meet you.
Brian, where are you guys from?
I'm from Connecticut.
Connecticut?
Yeah.
Beautiful place, beautiful
Absolutely
place.
beautiful.
Okay.
Quiet.
Where are you from?
South Jersey.
South Jersey.
Even better.
What brings you to Philly?
I went to school around here.
Okay, where'd you go?
I went to Arcadia.
Okay. What do you see different Connecticut versus Philly?
City life versus town life. I was
Okay.
from a straight town.
Oh yeah.
City life's different.
You like it more or
Transportation.
less?
It's got its pluses. It's got its minuses. Definitely Philadelphia. More opportunities to meet new people. It's great.
Yeah, absolutely.
Love it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What do you find different between South Jersey and Philly?
Everything.
Everything.
Really?
Yeah.
Everything. Literally everything. Like, you're telling me, what do I find different?
Everything.
Quite
do you
literally everything.
like Philly more than South Jersey? What brings?
I've been living in Philly for the past 5 years because I came as a freshman.
Okay.
And I'm finally home.
Okay.
So it's not. Philly's not all that.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
I'll tell that to everyone.
Agreed.
Okay.
Agreed.
Really?
Yeah. Definitely some opportunities though.
I feel like Philly's like GTA. You ever play GTA?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can do kind of whatever you want as long as you don't do it right in front of the cops.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, you can do whatever you want. Yeah, they don't care.
So, what is one thing you guys wish you could change about Philadelphia?
ABC.
Probably cleanliness.
Go Birds!
I was walking down Market Street today.
Flock Nation, Flock Nation. Fuck Flock Nation.
Go Birds!
Go Ravens.
Go Birds!
Go Birds!
Go
Go
Birds!
Birds!
Go Birds!
Go Birds!
Go Birds! Go Birds!
I would say
Go
the
Birds!
cleanliness,
Fuck yeah! Go Birds! Go Birds! I love it! I love it!
Definitely some stenches.
I
on
love
that
it. Go
today,
Birds!
Walking down Market Street.
Yeah. A lot of homeless population on Market.
High homeless
fucking
population.
birds,
Yeah,
bro.
we definitely want to help them out, but
Go fucking Birds.
we're gonna have to definitely cut that out. But
Yeah, we're gonna have to cut that
yeah,
out.
but we're good. No, like.
Right, you gotta cut all your shit out.
Um, what is one dream you guys are chasing?
You really want to know?
Yeah, I wouldn't have asked
Come
if
on.
I didn't want to know.
Yeah?
Yeah, absolutely.
Literally trying to just be the better person I've ever wanted to be.
Okay, that's good.
Like, doesn't matter who you are, doesn't matter who you've been, just trying to be the better fucking person.
Damn
That's
right.
good.
Cut that out
You know?
too.
Like,
That's good.
doesn't fucking matter.
Want to work in the healthcare industry?
Okay.
Kind of what I'm doing right now, but I want to move up. You know, want to help people out that aren't getting the help they need. So
Okay.
that's kind of the biggest thing.
That's very commendable.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, what do you want to be?
Yeah. That's a good
Like,
question.
you're asking us all these
Yeah.
questions, but what do you want to be?
Absolutely.
Well, I think I do it already, but I want to be an adventurer, and I want to do it on my own terms. So I think my major dream, right, is I want a C-130 filled with motorcycles and one car, you know, for when it rains. But this is an older military surplus plane, but it's the only plane that can hop a sea, like an ocean,
Yeah.
and land on a grassy hill.
Yeah.
So like you can load all your dirt bikes and motorcycles up in it and travel the world at your own command, right? You can land in Venezuela if you want, like in the drug pen of the
Right,
island.
you can do
and
whatever you want.
Exactly,
Right, yeah.
you know, on your own time, right? And I want to travel the world, you know, and see
Harvest here?
what life is about, you know? Thank you for
Absolutely.
asking.
I wanted to know.
Yeah.
That's
great.
Yeah. Thanks for interviewing.
What's your name?
Dan.
Dan?
Give us a
Follow Dan.
follow.
Follow
and,
Dan.
You can see the
Real
video
Fall
on
Risk.
Instagram.
Real Fall Risk?
Hit that
You
IG.
if you ain't following Real Fall Risk, what are you
Real
following?
_fall _risk.
What are you
Hit
following?
Dan, I don't know how much
That's all that matters. What are you following?
me and my friend Lou came in.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's get
I'll
in here.
finish
Yeah,
up
you're
with
all-
him and
all
then
get
get
in
in
here.
if you'll have your own.
This interview? If it's okay with you.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm here. I'm here.
Absolutely.
So,
Get him in.
what is
Yeah, you guys
one
gotta see
dream that you're
Forrest can't be in
chasing?
the view of the
Right
now? Say it 'em up. Say it 'em up.
I just want to, you know, I want to help people that can't help themselves.
Right,
That's
that
the
helps
biggest
them.
thing.
That helps them. What is one piece of life advice you could give to the people?
Do what you want to do, not what people tell you to do. That's the biggest thing. You know, learn that the last couple of years. You kind of gotta do what you want to do, what you feel like you will make an impact in, and that will set you apart.
Yeah.
Take a career that allows you to do so, and you just go 100% after that.
Amen.
After that.
Amen.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for taking the time
Absolutely.
to sit down with
Oh,
us.
yeah.
And if you wanted to give yourself a shout out and talk to the people, anything else that you want to say?
Nick _8 on tempo. Hit that IG. You know what I mean?
Amen.
Hit that up.
Hit him up.
Dan, are you sure that you're good with it?
Absolutely.
Action.
So where are you guys from?
We're all from New Milford, Connecticut.
It's right in the
All of
western
you.
part,
You know
about
what?
30
when
minutes
you were
from
in
New York.
Connecticut?
Not a single
Yeah,
place
I
in
mean, it's
Connecticut.
irrelevant.
Yeah.
You know, it's irrelevant. So
So the three of us come from the western part of Connecticut. We're about
Okay.
30 minutes from the New York
We've
border.
been best friends since about what, second grade?
Second, third grade.
Yeah,
We've known each other for a while.
Long time. Long
So
time.
I live
Okay.
in Willow Grove.
Okay.
Sure, you're probably familiar
Yeah.
with the area.
Willow Grove here, not there's not a
Willow
Willow
Grove,
Grove in
Willow
Connecticut.
Grove here,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
So they came to visit me, and you know, this is an opportunity we want to take advantage of. So
Yeah, Philly's a wild place.
It's
yeah.
our
As I
first
can
time,
tell.
yeah. It's kind of wild for sure, yeah, absolutely.
I feel like, and it's amazing to hear that you guys. I'll move this so this isn't like right in your face. it's amazing. I rarely, and Tyler I've known for a very long time, but it's very rare to hear that friends stay friends for as long as you guys have been friends.
I mean, I pick up the phone and I call him yesterday. We haven't talked in probably about over the phone or in person for like 6 months. 6 months, 8 months.
Skibbity Riz.
You know, but you don't skip a beat.
Right. And that's not.
Dude,
Wait,
I'm
where's
so
John
confused
Pork?
right now.
Where's John Pork?
Couldn't tell you.
John Pork Cash?
You know John Pork?
John Pork, man. Yo, he knows John Pork.
Y'all don't know him?
John Pork, the guy with the pig.
You know John
Yeah,
Pork?
you know him?
Yo, do you know
You know John Pork? Hell yeah.
Bro, you guys know Freak
Bro,
Bob?
fucking interrupting Dan's interview.
You guys don't.
Oh, shit.
Wait. What's your thing called? What's your thing called?
Mom.
Hey, Mom.
Hi, Mom. Hey, Mom.
Wow, what's this? Hop into this podcast.
Wait, where can I find it? Where can I find it? What do you do?
Right here.
Real Forest.
Real Forest.
Yo, follow that shit. Is it on Instagram?
I found it.
Yo, follow Skibbity Real Forest.
Oh, this one?
On
Yep.
Instagram.
Follow.
Instagram most lit
Go
podcast you ever
Birds!
seen.
We're
bro.
lit as shit out here.
Giants.
I'm hammering this shit, yo. We out here in Manayunk. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the podcast.
What are you guys talking about? What are you guys talking
We
about?
talk about Philly. We're gonna finish
talking
up
about
this one
Philly.
with them, and if you
right,
guys
let's
want
go,
to
let's
sit down
go,
and talk,
let's go.
Alright, if you guys want to hop in next to you guys gotta wait over
New
there.
Jersey's way better than Philly.
Why? That's not true.
I'm kind of smells bad.
I'm from Valley Forge. Philly's way better than
Yo,
Jersey.
it is.
If you guys want to
New Jersey's not shit.
Dan's podcast next, you guys gotta wait on the side.
Ethan, we gotta leave. I know. Alright, we're leaving.
All right, let's
Sorry about that.
sorry about that.
I can only imagine how annoying it is that people like just keep walking up and like spitting
like this,
bullshit.
like these
All right,
two
so
people.
we've been
Like these two.
close
Yeah,
all of our
yeah,
lives.
exactly.
You know, we've been
Bullshit.
growing up together all of our lives. You know.
All right, guys. If you're gonna hop in, you guys gotta wait over on the sidewalk.
We're in.
If you're gonna hop in later though, and sit down, you guys gotta hop over on the sidewalk.
Yeah, I want to get in this shit.
Like out of the frame. I'm sorry to tell
There
you,
we
but it's
go.
just true. You
All
guys
right.
gotta back up.
Let's run it, Dan.
Back up.
Let's
over,
go, Dan. My man Dan.
Yeah, come on.
Over against the wall, please.
My man Dan. He's about to spit.
All right, so let's just action. Take one. Go
Action.
So
We appreciate Dan.
yeah.
So
So
It's great.
I've also I've come across your Instagram page.
Okay.
So that's why I wanted to sit down with you.
Okay.
So Dan, if you have one topic that you'd like to see with us talk about,
we're
what would
down
be
to talk about it.
Your
Cool.
number one.
So, what is the main difference you see in people's mentality of like a small town like Connecticut? Like you guys, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah.
I
small
spent
town.
a lot of
Small
time
town.
in smaller towns, and it's a lot of people work with their
Yeah.
backs against one another and help the whole community
absolutely.
by supporting one another.
Yeah.
Out here, it's very individualized. Like we
Yes.
kind of fend for ourselves, and that's kind of like what you just saw, right? People are very.
They're very
almost-
selfish.
Not
Almost.
selfish, but just
Well,
like they're.
self-centered. It's a good
It's
way
a
to put it.
perspective
In a way.
thing. They're not like you guys are conditioned to work. It takes
I
a
care
village,
about him. I
right?
care about him, and we're gonna make sure that we each get our part in everything we do.
Right, but you guys were
So
taught
are you talking
how to
about
do
more
that.
like city life
Going off
versus
what he
like?
said.
Yeah.
Are you talking about more like suburban life versus city life in a sense?
Yeah,
or-
so like where
In
do you
general.
guys see the mental
So,
like
yeah.
decisions
I'll
like
start
you
that.
guys would make?
Absolutely. So obviously we all came from the same town. I work in Ben Salem right now.
Okay.
Obviously part of Bucks County, so it's not really city. But you know, you go 20 minutes, you're in Philly. I work in an industry where, you know, we take care of people in terms of healthcare, whether it's from Northeast Philadelphia all the way to the New Jersey border.
Okay.
In Levittown. So we're really taking care of everybody. And the biggest thing I've seen as a difference is that people are very quick to defend themselves, and they don't really care the repercussions of kind of the relationships they've had in the past.
Okay.
You know, recently made sure that I've reconnected with my friends from home. Haven't seen them in a while, which genuinely it sucks. Sucks, man. These are guys you grew up with. But having them over,
capitalize on
yeah,
that, yeah, to be fair.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
so I mean, it's been 9 months since we've seen him.
Yeah.
He came over to my house for New Year's Eve.
we have a great friendship. It goes back, many years, probably what, 8, 9 years.
I would say,
probably, right?
at least.
But I mean, we just try and keep tabs. I mean, even if we're just texting, it's like a simple text like once a month, and it keeps us kind of all bonded together. Yeah, and I'm extremely grateful. I mean, it's a different setting here for sure. Going from suburban kind of country home to city, but it doesn't really matter what the setting is. It's just all that no matter where we go, there's there's only 3
We always
of us
have
here.
each other's back.
There's only 3 of us here, but in general, there's probably what, 10 of us. I mean, At the end of the day, I mean, we all keep touch. We all talk to each other. I mean, everyone's opinion matters as much as the next person's does. And, we're all growing up. We're all trying to live life. We're all trying to experience life to the maximum that we can.
Absolutely.
But at the end of the day, we're all very blessed and very grateful to have this kind of friendship continuing.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you guys are definitely blessed. I mean, a lot of the people I grew up with in the city have perished. There's a lot of
stuff going on.
drugs. Yeah.
Very, very unfortunate. Yeah, for sure.
But it's a blessing to see you guys, and it's awesome. I'm sure you feel great. They came a long way.
Absolutely.
It's
a 4-hour drive.
Absolutely.
That's
what you get in a tight-knit community like New Milford, like a small town in Connecticut.
Yeah, I mean,
everybody
cares about
with
each
some
other.
friends that are so
No
close
matter
to you
what-
that
yeah.
no matter how far the drive, no matter how much they ask of you, we're always gonna
just
have each
worth
other's
it,
backs.
It's just.
I mean,
it's just worth it,
he's
yeah.
obviously coming. It's Friday. We got full-time jobs. He's coming right as soon as he gets out of work to pick up him. Come here, see me.
I mean, listen,
means
we're
a lot.
starting our trip at 6 o'clock. We met.
Yeah.
We're not getting here until 9:30. We don't care. We don't care. We don't gotta make the lines for the bars.
Right. We don't care.
We don't gotta make whatever.
But it's just to
As
emphasize.
long as
I mean,
we're
the,
with each other.
Like the value of bonds, like the value of friendship is a lot more important than I feel that people
Absolutely.
realize.
Absolutely.
I mean, family's always forever, but I mean, friendship is extremely important. In the long run. I mean, you keep friends who bond you for life. I mean, it's very, very important. Of course. Absolutely.
Is there one piece of advice you could give to anybody out there that you guys have used to keep this friendship going?
Anybody out there?
Absolutely.
Anybody out there listening to this right now? Cherish the time you have in high school with your boys, your close-knit boys that you have, because you're going to carry that into college. No matter how far you go, he went to Philly, he went to UConn, I went to Boston my first year, we're all spread out, right? But as long as you keep talking, as long as you keep checking up on one another, you're always going to hold that bond that you had when you were, 9, 10, 12,
I mean, genuinely,
12 years
like
old,
we
bro.
played Little League baseball. 3 of us on the same team when we're 8 years old.
We know each other better than anyone in college could have ever known us.
May I capitalize on that?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, I would just say, listen, it's very rare in this day and age, in this generation especially, to kind of see people who continue to keep touch.
Yeah.
My mom, she graduated back in the 80s. I mean, she had friends, back from the 70s. She's very good friends with. Same with my dad. But I mean, in this day and age of technology and social media, it's very, very hard. So I would just say, if you know that, you have a solid friend group, you're very comfortable with them, and right away, But I mean, what I would just say is just keep in touch. I mean, social media is at our very, very hands. I mean, you have access to social media at your, literally in the palms of your fingertips. Just talk to
You have
people.
no reason. You have
Talk-
no
yeah,
reason
absolutely.
not to stay in contact with the
Absolutely.
people that you grew up with.
There's
no reason.
zero reason. There's zero reason to not keep in touch with your closest friends. I mean, social media is everywhere. I mean, if I could just say one thing, I would just say, don't use social media to the negative advantage. So what I mean is, scrolling through TikTok for hours, going through Instagram, Snapchat, whatever. Just use social media to your advantage, right? Talk to your closest friends, keep in touch with your closest friends, and use that to move yourself in the future in a positive aspect, right?
The way I view social media and all that stuff nowadays, it can either be a positive, you can use it to your advantage, or it can be a negative, you can use it to your disadvantage. The way I know some people who use it to their disadvantage, there's
scrolling
you
TikTok,
don't wanna get addicted to it.
scrolling
You don't wanna get
reels,
hooked
like,
to it,
oh
right.
yeah, I'm hooked to this, whatever. But social media nowadays, it's the easiest way you can keep in touch with the people you love, not just your family, your
Some of your
friends.
best friends.
But
that
you have to
live,
acknowledge
like
social
in
media.
Philadelphia, 3
Absolutely.
hours away from
Absolutely.
me. I have friends that live,
Colorado.
Jake for example, lives in Georgia now.
Yeah.
Far away.
But you also have to
Easy way
acknowledge,
now.
right? Social media is also the easiest way to be lazy.
Absolutely.
Social media is a very easy way to be lazy.
Yeah.
Okay. You don't have to go talk to someone in person. You shoot them a text, whatever.
Yeah.
I would say
Never
use
lose
social
that human
media to your,
connection.
Absolutely.
as we have for just like a small example. I mean, I'm sure there's many people out there. But you want to use social media to your advantage. You don't want to use it as just a way to go to sleep at night or make yourself feel comfortable about something that's happening in the world. You want to use social media to your advantage, right? You want to use social media to keep in touch with your friends, your closest friends. Keep those bonds going. You want to be happy in life, of course, we all do. But you also want to keep those bonds that meant the most to you, mentally, physically, however it goes. I mean, you just want to keep those bonds down. So use social media.
That's what we've done.
If that was my one recommendation, I would say use social media to your advantage in terms of keeping in touch with those who matter to you most.
Absolutely. And if you don't mind, if I just add something quick, I mean, obviously, as Zach and Luca both said, haven't seen each other since New Year's. Sucks.
Yeah, it's been New Year's Eve. It's been 9 months.
Graduated college, got a full-time job. It's a lot going on, but
absolutely
to have the ability to reach out and have them come visit you, in a time especially where you're stressed out about not only your future but the present time, it's huge.
Yeah,
so you always have that ability to give a call, give a text, just reach out. Creating those close bonds and sustaining those close bonds are what create
very, very important, very, very essential.
Very, very strong relationships, and these are relationships that not only our parents have, but we will be able to continue down our relationships.
Of course. So Dan, I'm sure, you guys can cut this out if you want, but my curious question to you, just moving forward is how did you deal with the adjustment going from college to kind of the real world, or even if you went to college at all? School to the real world.
I did not go to college. I do. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I don't know, but I feel like
did you
I
find
learned.
the adjustment hard, or
I feel like I learned I grew up around Philadelphia, very close, right?
Where exactly?
I grew up in Bensalem and Trevose, right? So I grew up about 20 minutes from
is a rough
Philadelphia.
spot, too.
Yeah. So I had a crossbow put in my face at 15 years old and held it against the ground. I found one of my friends dead, frozen to death at 16.
I'm very sorry to hear that.
No, it's okay. It's life, right? I learned
it's life
right.
Here. It's life here.
Right, exactly. So, and other friends I've lost to drugs. So there was little to no transition. From I feel like my worst years of my life were in high school. You know what I mean?
You got pushed into those scenarios.
Yeah. So it and a lot of places around the world are like that. It's tough.
Absolutely. Easy. I'm very sorry to hear that. By the way.
No. Don't be. No, you're cool. It's
tough.
It's life.
Yeah, it's life.
Yeah.
You gotta learn how to kind of process that and move on from it, because if you don't move on, you were stuck.
No, I'm not. I mean, that happened a long time ago.
Right.
I think so. I feel like the crossbow incident when I was 15, I got it. I know that person. Growing up, I know he was a piece of shit person, right? And he had connections and whatever. But I think it was a learning experience. Now I use my Second Amendment right, and I don't leave my house without a gun. I haven't since I was 21, right?
God bless.
Right, and I'm 29, 8 years without an incident. I've had close calls where I've had to pull it out and use it
Really?
as a Yeah, I live in the
Defense
city, you know.
mechanism.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Like
I get it.
I've taken a bunch of buddies, and I've taken thousands of dollars of camera equipment and set up at like Broad and Cecil B.
Yeah.
Moore at Temple, and like taking
Yeah.
photos and videos of the skaters and talk to skaters, and had no issue. So I felt comfortable to take my friends, like from Bucks County down there, and on their dirt bikes, or like.
Yeah.
There's like a popular thing that the people who do crime use the subway system.
Right.
They use it to move quickly throughout the
Absolutely.
system without
'Cause
being
there's
identified.
less of a trace.
Right. So, and they'll hop the thing or whatever. But I took these guys down there, and the guy just crossed the street to get Wendy's or whatever's across the street, maybe KFC, I don't know, the fast food chain. And he got pickpocketed on the way back, right? And he was drinking, right? So he was confrontational with them, right? And he got his wallet back, but it ended up turning into an all-out brawl. There was 8 to 10 of these children. They were 15 to 18 years old. I don't think a single one of them were an adult. And they acted like bees. They literally just took this dude down to the ground and just started swinging on him. Me and a guy your size, Twink, had to push this crowd of people off this one guy that was like the fetal position. What else can you do on the ground?
All those guys.
Right? And then I had to pull my gun and like flash it and be like, yo,
And
this
everyone
is
kinda
gonna
backed
get
off after that,
They
right?
did,
Like,
they
yeah.
did. But the weird part is, and they all have guns. Like these children have guns in Philly. This is the issue we have in Philly right now. You ever seen the movie 300?
Yes. Oh, with
Like
Zack Snyder, of
Spartan,
course, yeah.
you know, like so. It's what I'm referring to is there's an issue in the movie where they all grow in a group and they put the one guy in the middle and they use the rest as human shields, right? And then they move towards the enemy. That's how they
That's
were
what the kids
defeated,
are.
right? So after I scared these kids off with a gun, like a real gun, right? They huddled back by the entrance of the subway, like their retreat. And they huddled into a circle and put one guy in the middle. I had no idea what the one guy in the middle had, but then they started just walking back towards us, right? Not intimidating anymore, right? I wasn't intimidating them anymore. They were proceeding back to us at like full force. So we got on our bikes and got out of there. It's just anywhere you go in Philly can be very dangerous.
Absolutely.
Very dangerous.
And that goes to show with any city, of course. You know.
That's just
Yep.
how it
New York
is
City,
nowadays.
Boston,
You know,
Yep.
we live close to New York City, like hour and 15 drive.
I was in New York City.
I'm a New York Yankees fan. I go to New York City
We
all
all
the time
do.
for Yankees games.
All three of us.
Right.
Walking down to the stadium, bro. I was walking down with my girlfriend not too long ago. We were going to a game, and some guy is like, you know, trying to like hassle us, right? You know, talking to my girl, like, hey, you know, like, you know, you should come with me. You should come with me. You know, you gotta be safe nowadays. You know, you gotta be strapped.
I mean, especially I was in New York City last.
You gotta have some sort of protection.
I was in New York City last weekend, and it was. Yeah, I mean, it's a great city. It's phenomenal, but I mean, you got to be very, very careful with the people that are there. I mean, we saw a couple people drugged out. You know, very, very violent, very scary. I mean, you just got to be very, very intuitive. You know, like self-aware.
And it used to be, you know, a very normal situation. You protected yourself. Everyone had a gun. Like I've spent time where I lived up in Scranton, Pennsylvania, which is close to New York, right? And there was a very low crime rate because everybody was a hunter and everybody had a gun, if not two
everyone was
guns
smart,
on them,
right?
right?
Everyone was smart. Like,
Well, nah, there was a lot of dumb people. A lot of dumb people.
But
You know that you're growing, like breeding a aggression with somebody with a gun. You're going to get shot at if
You know that
you
you're
fuck
gonna get
with that
screwed
guy.
if someone happens,
Right. So it doesn't happen. Where here, you know, there's so many armed carjackings because there is nobody with a gun that's going to say, "You're not taking my car. I'm going to shoot you. You're going to die."
Have you witnessed an armed carjacking before?
I've not
I feel like
witnessed
that's,
an armed carjacking.
you haven't
No,
armed
but
one? You
no,
haven't seen one?
I've seen what I think was a carjacking. I did not see a gun, but that was on
I'll
St.
be
Patty's
honest,
Day, so it could have been some wild shit too.
I'll be honest. I mean, I've had obviously 4, almost 5 years here, and every year I feel like I see one.
See with your own eyes
With
an
my
armed
own
carjacking.
Yes.
Okay, that's crazy.
Um,
And there are 400 plus carjackings a year.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Like-
yeah, especially in this city.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. So that's it. And do you carry?
Don't.
You
Yeah.
don't. Yeah,
Have you
you're
got
great.
your license or?
I would like to. That's
Takes
something,
one day. You should just go to.
Right, and I think that's something I absolutely should do.
Yeah. Be safe with it. Don't.
Absolutely.
You know, there are stupid things you can do with it, but I mean, I have. This guy's carrying around a street sign.
He's probably gonna get arrested.
Probably gonna get arrested. Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna get arrested.
Dan, I don't know if this is allowed.
I don't know.
Are we? I don't know, you know what this podcast specifically focuses on, but are we allowed to talk about like favorite like media, favorite like film,
Yeah.
favorite shows? Like, is that okay with you? Or?
Say it one more time. I'm sorry. The sign distracted
Oh
me.
no, no worries. Is it okay to talk about like you guys talk about like favorite like film? Like
Yeah,
favorite
you can
shows,
talk
movies?
whatever you want to talk about. Yeah.
Well, I mean, this is your podcast. I want to, you know.
Yeah, no. This is the People's Podcast, so I come out and I talk to people about life. So the whole purpose of this is for you guys to speak your mind.
Of course. Well, I mean, you know, everyone's been very disrespectful to people who walk by and stuff. We just want to respect you and make it kind of like the best like possible podcast episode that you can make.
And I appreciate that. So
you know, we're all friends and we all, you know, we've all heard podcasts, so we all just want to make it like the best experience you can possibly have.
Lover podcast, whether that sounds strange or not. I mean, if I'm driving, man, podcast.
Yeah, exactly. If I'm going to work,
we
just
drive
podcasts all day.
I mean, like we've said, we see each other. It's 3 hours. I go home 3 hours.
Podcast.
I listen to music.
Podcast. Yep. So I mean, if it's allowed, if it's okay, because him and I were kind of talking about it. I mean, we kind of want to talk about. Whoa.
It's a very loud street.
Wow.
Yeah.
So if it's allowed, I just kind of want to address the situation. You know, favorite television show.
Yeah. Go right ahead.
Favorite television show. So Dan.
It's tough. You're on a street.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. All right. So, what I wanted to address is kind of like favorite television shows, right? So, you know, I know his favorite television show. I know mine. I don't know yours, and Dan, I don't know yours. But one of the biggest things ever, especially when I was stressed back in school. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but Breaking Bad.
Okay.
Top two best TV shows of all time.
Top 2,
Easily.
not 2.
No, it's first, easily.
Top 2, not 2.
Second one, I would say Better Call Saul. But
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. What do you guys think? Like, what do you watch to kind of help you like de-stress? Kind of.
I think Breaking Bad is a great one. Kind of expands the brain a little bit.
But if you had to pick like your number one best one.
I mean, when
we're
I need
we're all
some
stressed out. We all
when
go
I
through
need some kind of
stress
stress relief,
Yeah.
Comedic relief is the best thing.
Well, of course, but I'm talking about like hardcore, like medium, right? So we
That's
all
not-
go through stress. Every single one of us, every single day.
Yeah.
But what's the number one show that kind of brought you like some sense of calamity? Or
I
peace?
think genuinely The Office. The
Dude,
Office
The Office is
exposed me
The Office
to.
is so good.
I mean, as you know, like it's like a ton of just different scenarios.
Dude, listen, I watched The Office. I watched each episode of that show
9 times through.
10 fucking times. I'm sorry. Is this
Hey,
family
y'all.
friendly?
So what's this podcast
Should I not?
about?
This podcast
Life.
is about, life.
I'm gonna give y'all some advice.
All right.
Fuck what everybody think. Just do
Ah,
what
there
the
we
fuck you want to
go.
do.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
agree
gonna
with that.
lie.
I agree with that.
Live your life to the fullest. Like I'm really
You
not gonna
don't.
lie because you don't know when you're gonna die. Like I'm not
Tomorrow
gonna lie.
is not that one.
It's not promised.
Tomorrow is not promised.
Live
If
your
it
life.
makes you happy, do it.
Fuck what everybody thinks. Sorry, I don't know if I can curse.
Can we curse on it? Oh, word.
Fuck what people think.
No, you can't curse.
Oh, sorry.
Freak what people think.
Free.
Live your life, bro.
Who gives
I
a
promise
freak?
you.
Scan
Promise
this code.
Give us
first.
a follow.
Alright,
See
don't
your,
worry, I got
see
you.
your shout
Good
out.
advice.
Sorry, y'all. We interrupted your podcast.
We a little on. We're not gonna use the word. We on.
I'm about to follow y'all.
What just ran across the street?
Does that mean tipsy?
Yeah. I love the hustle though.
Thanks.
No.
Bye, y'all. Be safe.
Hold on. I ain't get it yet. I got you. Oh, wait. Oh, I got it. I lied.
Tyler, bro, you annoyed or are you good?
Y'all stay safe out here,
You
though.
good?
Chilling.
Well, good night.
So I used to manage bars at a whole nother life ago, I would say. You just get
Bartender?
used. I started off as a bar back on South Street, then I went up to a bartender, and then I moved out into Bucks County and did managing of bars. So I did a little bit of everything, and the only
You
thing
ever
that never
frequent,
changed.
Slims?
Slims? No.
So you know
No.
about
Founding
the bar life,
Fathers?
man.
Nope. Yeah.
You're not a Ben Salem guy.
I don't drink, so I
for
like
you.
I
Good
like
for
to
you.
make the money. Like when and Tyler's familiar with the last bar I managed. I went there and I was like, oh, all my friends drink. We're paying to drink at my buddy's house. Why can't I just manage this bar and make money off of everybody drinking?
Fair
And you
Like
know,
that idea.
You
yeah,
can't beat it.
yeah. So you know, it's good to have a medium of like self,
Absolutely.
you know, and something to watch. I feel like maybe South Park or like Rick and Morty, like something funny where like you know,
South Park
something-
is great. South Park is good.
It gives you relief, immediate relief.
South Park I like because like Kenny dies, right? But 30 minutes later he's back alive, like nothing ever
Kenny
happened.
dies,
again,
yeah.
right?
Kenny dies all the time.
Exactly.
That show, I mean, that in my opinion, that show kind of has some weird episodes, but I mean,
Yeah, oh yeah.
Absolutely.
But they also have some
I just
phenomenal
watched
episodes. So I mean, you know, it's kind of just like
It's
like
hit or
Family
miss.
Guy or Simpsons, like whatever.
I just watched
kind of find the
I just
episodes
watched
that
the
kind of
one
drive
the
you.
other day where they go to Afghanistan. You know that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just watched that one the other day, and Kenny dies, and then shit, he fucking falls in the burning pit of fire. Dude, it's just so funny.
Oh no, you bastards! You killed Kenny! You bastards! Oh no, Kenny's still good. He's good. Oh no,
good, yeah.
no,
You know, we
you
have a friend
He
bastards!
died what? He died every episode until the creators like finally decided like,
Probably
okay,
watch
like, we're just
this.
gonna have him
I
like
think
stay
we
in
all
the
need to
episode. Like,
watch this. What the hell is going on here? Yep, that's what I thought. Strange activity.
I don't know what
You
you're talking
missed
about.
it. But no. Anyways, no. South Park's great.
all right, Dan, I'm gonna ask you a question now. Pick. What's your favorite live action show?
Live
Live
action
action.
show?
Live action.
Like
Nah, we're not
Saturday
talking
Night
cartoon.
Live?
No, like
I
just
mean, that's
just
kinda,
like
that's just very
a
easy.
show
We're talking
that just has real people in it, not animated.
a live action story that you've seen that you say like you
You know
know
what I'm
what
gonna say.
that resonates with me and I could tell anyone about that show.
Oh, I don't think it resonates with me, but Yellowstone used to be the
Oh,
ish.
he's gonna.
I'm on the last. No spoilers.
Oh.
I'm on the last season of Yellowstone right now.
It's so good.
Dude,
Zach.
So good.
It is really
Breaking
good.
Bad.
Yeah.
Really
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm enjoying
absolutely.
it a lot. I'm watching it with
But
my
you already
girlfriend
said-
Have you
right
not
now. I
watched
can't
Breaking
wait to
Bad?
finish it.
Yeah, of course.
Come on.
I'm in the film industry. I love film. I love recording. So
I
I
love
feel
film
like
too. I mean, I apologize for.
no, you're cool.
Go ahead.
That's what it is.
No, I mean
That's,
my biggest dream is to get into film one day. I mean,
Okay.
I love film. I love I don't want to act, but I would love to direct.
Okay.
Directing is like a huge passion of mine. I mean, I have a good job back at home, and pays the bills and everything. But like, no, like if someone were to ask me like what's your true passion, I would 100% say directing. I mean, I would love to
Got an
direct
knack for it.
Absolutely. I mean, I was making movies on my iPod when I was 5 years old, just with my sisters, just making movies. Like, I mean, I love it. There's
Well,
It's good. And I feel like I talk to people a lot about like directing from a young age, and it drives a lot of people. Like I took Tyler. Adam Sandler came to Philly, and
no kidding. Did you guys get him in the?
Sandler was in our town, bro.
We
Yeah,
didn't
you
get
did.
him in the podcast,
Was.
but I took the team down and we went and saw them direct a movie and make Swoop or Swoosh. What was the name
Yeah,
of the
Swoosh.
movie for Netflix?
Swoosh?
Swoosh. Was
Swoosh,
it was the
Swish,
basketball
Swish,
one.
yep. Yeah, yeah.
And the team went down and
They
saw
did-
kind
they
of
did
the whole
Sixers
operation.
facility, kind of. Like around that area, didn't they?
They did it at Four Seasons, one scene. They did some scenes out of the state, but they did a lot of it in Philly. But I don't know where they did it. I think they did it inside a high school. I don't think they did it in the stadium. But the first thing he kind of said to the public was, "How long y'all are gonna stay here? This is kind of boring. We're
This
kind
is
of just
Sandler?
taking." Yeah, this is
Sandler said
Sandler.
this?
Yeah. Tyler got the chance to talk to him. What did you say?
Oh, no kidding,
You
for
need
real?
a haircut. But it's very freeing to be loved for your art in that way, right? Like to have a generation like I'm sure we've all seen a Happy Madison production, right?
course, of course.
And now he's
So
probably
good.
creaming in the money in Netflix, right? So
He's making Happy Gilmore 2 right now for Netflix, of course.
yeah. So
Because Netflix is paying the bills.
it's
a lot of money.
Not only is he getting what we've just talked about, our dreams, right? And that's a fellow dream you have, it's a fellow dream of mine, but he's getting to put his kids in the movie, like forever memorizing like him and his family together, like just not only like his great grandkids will be able to watch that movie,
Absolutely.
right? And that will be
direct relation.
Yes.
So Dan, at the end of the day, I mean, like, so like, what do you want to do? Like, do you want to direct? Do you want to do cinematography? Do you want to do, you know?
I think the beautiful
produce,
part
like,
about
what's
like life is I want to be able to give the chance to do it all, right? Afford my own availability to do it all. Like, we just talked about Yellowstone. Who's the main guy?
Costner?
Kevin
John
Costner,
Dutton.
right? So,
John Dutton.
Right. So we see that ending, right? That was supposed to keep going, but Kevin Costner and Taylor, whoever the director is of Yellowstone, Taylor something. They got into a disagreement. So now Kevin Costner
Now
is
he's not gonna
writing.
be at the end,
Yeah.
Gone,
But he made his own Western kind of film that he's turning into a series called Horizon,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Saga 1 just came out on HBO. So, like, he's taken his own money and made his own life. I want to take my own, and we're in the prime time of this, take my own audience, my own form of revenue stream, and do as I please. I don't know. I've never directed a movie. I've never done cinematography. So,
But do you want to make a film? I mean, like, do you want to make
yes,
something?
yeah. So, have you ever seen the film Monsters or District 8? Or like,
District 8, yes. Yes, I have.
So, like, I want a very immersive kind of film kind of strategy where, like, I'm a very hands-on director. So this is my first kind of time behind the film. This is how I want to build my audience, right, of people that are going to watch my stuff in 10 years, 15 years, right? But generally, I like to be behind the camera, moving, like, filming stuff, just like you said with the iPod, with the camera.
So you want a very grounded, kind of just, like, realistic type of, like...
No, so I'm kind of like, I love sci-fi, right?
Of
So,
course,
like,
but,
I want...
District 8 is very, like, grounded in a way. I mean, kind of oxymoron, I mean. But, I mean, you know, it's a sci-fi movie, but it's very grounded in terms of, like, you believe
I
what's
agree.
happening.
Yes.
on the
So
film.
you're immersed in the film.
Right.
You almost believe
It's
that this
believable.
is reality.
Yeah.
Like, you have
Yeah.
now, there's huge giant cockroaches walking around and, like, they're
Yeah,
just as
it's-
smart
it's-
as you.
yes.
That's
Exactly.
what I want to build. And less CGI. I
There's
want
a
it.
reasoning behind it. It's not just like throwing it in there
Right.
to. You
Well,
know,
personally, I
make
mean,
people
I'm
happy.
Dan. I'm sure that you could agree. I mean, I prefer practical over CGI. I mean,
Yes.
come on,
In-camera effect.
Who
Yeah,
can
yeah, yeah.
who can deny that? I mean, you cannot be. I mean, I don't know if you're a fan of the Alien series.
I am.
Him and
Some
I,
of the stuff.
him
Some.
and I went and saw Alien Romulus last week.
Okay,
and
how'd
it's
you
all
like it?
and it's all practical effects, and it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's just, and it shows on the screen too. I mean, you know, you're not sitting there like, oh, it's so fake, it's so stupid, whatever. I mean, it's very
Right.
believable, and
You
this
could-
actually
you
makes it
could
10 times
put
more
yourself
terrifying.
in the situation.
Well,
Yeah,
that...
it's just 10 times more terrifying when you know that's not, you know, from a computer. That's actually something on screen that you can believe that is real, and the actors are able to react to whatever's on screen. And it just adds so much more to the film. It makes it 10 times more believable in terms of sticking a computer-generated image in there and, you know, expecting the audience to believe it.
Right. Well, I think it all comes down to the director and who's backing them, right? The financial institution, right?
Absolutely.
Like, and I think
Unfortunately, but
right, and I think we'll see a huge change in that in 2026. Netflix is coming to New Jersey, and we're going to see a lot more of independent films.
So why do you say 2026?
Because that's when they're going to be done building their studios in New
So
Jersey.
they're actually building a studio here in Jersey?
Yes,
Or
Mammoth
not
County.
here, but like over in Jersey?
Yep, yep. 26 studios.
No kidding, for real?
Apple, Netflix, A24 Films, and
No
there's another
way.
one.
Yeah.
It's going to be bigger than Hollywood.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
it'll be impressive.
For the longest time in Hollywood, Universal and Paramount have owned the studios, right? If you want to make a film, you have to pay them to rent film space, right? Netflix is getting tired of renting, I guess, so they're going to build their own, and they're going to have their.
Gonna be great.
Yeah, they're going to have their very own first film, like red carpet theater in King of Prussia.
No kidding, and
Yep.
that's going to be over here in the Northeast?
In 2026,
Like
all in time for the
20 minutes from me.
yeah, all in
Wow.
time for I forget. FIFA is coming to Philly.
Yep.
Something else big is coming to Philly.
Are you familiar with Jason Blum?
Yes.
for who owns Blumhouse.
Yep.
So he actually bought a house. You're probably not from. You probably don't know who it is either. He actually bought a house in our hometown.
Okay.
And my sister works at an ice cream stand, and he's been coming there every single day.
That's cool.
Every single day with his entire family, and I'm. So in my past, I've written, I want to say 3 scripts, and I'm a big horror guy. Very, very big fan of horror. My scripts aren't perfect by any means, but I mean, it's crazy. I mean, he literally lives, or he has a house at least, in our hometown.
I mean, that's like
Jason
Jeter.
Blum, he's worth $200 million. He's a genius. I mean, he made Get Out, Five Nights at Freddy's, Sinister, Insidious. I mean, he's a genius.
I mean, if you want to hit on it too, like we had a mockumentary filmed in the town.
Really?
Regarding the kind of the Indian
but
rituals.
bottom line, I
with
mean,
candle-
Jason Blum, I
so-
mean, at least in this industry today, is currently like the god of horror. I mean, pretty much
Yeah.
runs the horror industry. So, I mean, it's kind of surreal. I mean, I kind of want to revise my writing and kind of, I don't want to necessarily
Fit
say
his
go up to him and
tactics,
kind
though.
of give him my ideas because it's kind of like unprofessional. But I got to find a way. I mean, because he's been in my town the last 4 days, our town, and he's
just run into him.
Yeah, I mean, he's extremely talented. I mean, his studio owns arguably some of the best horror movies ever put to film within the last 10 years. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, Get Out is a national icon.
Yes.
I mean, Get Out is amazing. But yeah, I mean, I would love to accidentally run into him and just talk to him about.
Doesn't have to be an accident. That's how people live their lives. Make it
Yeah,
happen.
for sure.
You know what I mean?
But I would love to just talk to him about film and whatever else carries over. But
well,
yeah, it's pretty crazy.
I appreciate you guys taking the time to sit down
Absolutely.
and talk
Thank you
to
for
us
letting us
today.
here and talk to you.
Yeah,
Thanks for sitting down with us.
Absolutely.
appreciate you.
Stay cool.
Absolutely.
If you guys wanted to give
course.
yourselves a shout out.
Nah, that's all right. We'll just give you.
Nah, shout out Real Fall Risk. That's all
Real
I want
Fall
to shout
Risk.
out. I don't want to shout out
Shout out
any of
Dan.
us.
Real Fall
Shout
Risk.
out Dan. Shout out
And
Real
Dan.
Fall Risk.
Thanks, guys.
Come on.
Thanks, guys.
Of course.
Real Fall Risk. Shout out Real Fall Risk right here.
I think
Hit
we
it.
stayed later than anybody on the street.
Oh yeah.
Well, we hope that we
no
didn't
one's
bother
out
you
here
to take
now.
up-
We're the last ones out.
We hope that we
Last
didn't
ones
bother
out.
you to take up too much of
No,
your time. But
no.
Glad to have
Never
a good talk.
bothered
Glad
you.
to have
This
a
is
good
why
talk.
I'm out here. I
Have a good
appreciate
one.
you guys. Yeah,
Appreciate you.
absolutely.
Of course, man. Woo. Cut.